Stacks and stacks, it's the best on wax. How about another golden oldie tarot reading on 99.9 The Legends of Tarot. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining me here. We're going to take a look at the legend of the day, or as it were, for 2019. It's Saturday, May 11th. Great. That's great news. What does it all mean? Doesn't matter. Welcome, Robert. First part of the program always is dedicated to the people that will be watching later. Big hearts, Tatiana. Haslov, welcome to the program. We're just going to get through the pre-record part, and then we'll engage with the chat and cards and all the fun stuff that follows. Okay, so thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you so much. Everyone's here, so that's good. Legends, yeah, we got some cool stuff on the go today. It is May 11th, so a few things of major note. And the first one is this tale of, and I don't even know when it was, like a long time ago, probably like around like 900, 800 AD. But these are known as the Iceman days, or they're called the Three Chilly Saints. For saints, like these guys were cold all through their life as they like passed on like woke messages. So Mamertus, Pancras, and Gervais were these three guys, and you would probably know them better as like Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod, or like the Three Men in the Tub from your nursery rhymes. But this was like these days, May 11, 12, and 13 were known usually as like the last like bitter cold, or like below zero, below freezing type days. So it's used by like people in agriculture. You know, it's tourist season. You gotta wait for these icemen to clear out, right? Or in some places it was called Ice Manor, and it was just for these 3 days. Because remember, they couldn't tell time properly back then, right? So a few other things to mention. Absolutely. 1904 on this day, influential Taurian Salvador Dali came into the world, woke all the way back then. Those paintings would blow your mind. And then in memorandum, we said goodbye to Bob Marley on this day, back in 1981. All right. Three little birds sit by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true, singing, this is our message to you. It means no worries about a thing, 'cause every little thing, it's gonna be all right. Okay, so it's all right. Absolutely. I get to ask a question. Yes, for sure. And thank you to the moderators, to Tatiana and everyone that was part of the successful new program last night on the Midnight Special. That was good. It was fun times to everyone that was there and got in. So I think that's another program that this network will be running with. So it's going to be good. We're going to get some cards out on the day. Quick jumper. All right, purveyors. Absolutely. Bob Marley. It's a message true. It's absolutely true. It means no worries. Yeah, Tatiana, of course. If anybody comes in and wants to, it's bumper to bumper traffic out there on the 105. Everybody is trying to get where they're going on this bright, beautiful, sunshiny day, except for those that may be waking up, chilling out, wherever you are in the world. Robert, Crafty Tarot, thanks for being here. Probably as the sun goes down over the United Kingdom plains and the wind whistles by like a runaway train. Hey. I'm not sure what the politically correct term to call where you live is anymore. Absolutely. So just some cards out for the day. I wish you all the best in all things. Be well, everyone, and be most excellent to one another. All right. Just, if not just for today, 11 o'clock, Safak, Swan Love. Welcome, everybody. You're on the Legends of Tarot 99.9. Today is just May 11th. It's good to be with you because we're sojourning. Third Eye Day, right? We're happening. And so this is it just for the day and for the group's cards, okay? We got a reversal up here on an 8 of Wands. This card means like slow down. Absolutely. Watch out. Bumper to bumper traffic not getting through, things kind of piling up in terms of, who's coming, what's coming, what is the plan here, what's really going on. Like touching base, playing phone tag, all these things come into effect when we see these cards. It's upside down. Absolutely, Nicholas. Sometimes they come that way, and it's just a mirrored energy of what the traditional meaning of the card would be, right? So it's like a lot of that, figuring out when is he going to be here? When is he going to go? Checking in with that, right? So let's take a look off the top. Then I'll sing to you a little bit, and then we'll get into some cards for people that want to ask a question. So it's awesome for you guys. All right. Look more about this truth. Okay, there's a young air sign, potentially Libra, in the mix here for you today. This is good. This is reminding you, communicate well. And remember, you don't always have to, like I do, I always say I'm sorry. So you don't always have to say you're sorry if it's not warranted, right? This is kind of like feeling your way through, people's energies and how you interact with them. The mirroring effect actually with the Page of Swords. It's going to be like, I can't, only treat you as good as you treat me. And it's a very good understanding of it. It's a very innocent understanding of it, yes. But at the same time, for those people that are in that energy or, are learning in terms of schooling or education, making their way and learning new things, the Page of Swords is there with a good message saying it can be part of you, as long as, depending on how much you engage with it, how much you want to do. Okay, so that's nice to see there. Okay, more court cards up now. Queen of Pentacles. This could be like a mother or grandmother, somebody here, somebody that is like missing you. I've been missing you. I won't know. That's a different song, right? Lyrics, wrong song. And the finer things in life. The appreciation portion comes into it here as well. Queen of Pentacles is really aware of like why her abundance pervades around you. Like in terms of like having more money, it's about being appreciative of what you actually have in the fullness of what you have. Not just one or two things, but like more like everything. So to have Queen of Pentacles here up for the daily energy, it's nice because you can evaluate. It's a good day for like self-worth and building up self-esteem, things of that nature. It's really good, okay? And then we've got a Two of Pentacles reversed here. So that's good. And you could find the day being streamlined. You might be stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, but you might find like things are streamlined. Once you get to your destination, bada bing, bada boom, bringo, there you have it. Like people executing on a very good level today. There's no like mess ups or mix ups, right? Other than trying to actually connect in the first place. Once you do, it shows a good streamlined harmony, like between friends. Like if you have a friend coming over to visit, or, if you're just out there and on your way to meet a friend, or take care of business, right? Taking care of business. Yeah. Kind of a bit of bump and grind for a Saturday, right? Hot town, summer in the city, and back of my neck getting filth and gritty. Cool cat, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, hollering on the sidewalk, hotter than a match head. Outside, it's a different world. Going out and find a girl. Come on, we'll dance all night in the days. Don't you know it's a pity? The days can be like the nights in the summer in the city, and summer's coming. We've got to be ready for it. We gotta get ready. That's the feeling I have. Oh man, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be good. And for those of you watching from the southern hemisphere, way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, meaning the Atlantic Ocean, Australia people, like, yeah, it's winter's coming, right? You go back to Game of Thrones, right? Winter's coming. All right. And thank you for the likes, everyone. It's really appreciated. To the moderators, Mega Flair, Tatiana, we can do the group reading again as well because Robert's here. We don't want to keep Robert up too late. And he'll probably be on in a little bit as well. Okay. Chat. That was an old way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. It get hotter than a hoochie coochie. We laid rubber by Georgia asphalt. It got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down in the river by the pale moonlight, dogging out fish in the heat of the night, right? Whatever. So a little bit Unchained. It is the Legends program. If anybody wants cards, I think Sunshine had put in a request, so that was really good. We can read for Sunshine and Lollipops. Tarot cards and gummy drops. Me, please. Hi, Tati. Cole Miss. Okay, we might have to go into a lightning round depending on how busy the room gets. And that's okay. We'll go to a bigger deck, And Yasmin, absolutely, Yasmin. Okay, let me make sure I get all this. Cole Miss. And who else had asked? There was, and Hope. Cole Miss. It's the sure. We're not going to miss. It's the sure shot. Sure to make the body rock. And Robert, we're not going to keep you up late. We're going to do the group reading first, okay? The 8675309. But if you don't mind, in between time, I'd like to No, okay, you got her on the board. 5309. Okay. We'll do a group reading so that everybody can at least get a message, so that if the list goes too long, then we'll get it there. Okay. Safak is here. Who have I missed? Keep hammering in to the keyboard. Even if you ask once or twice, keep putting it in there. So Nicole, KC, where's your sister, silly? Call her. We spit in tarot on the Legends of Tarot 99.9. Nicole, 3KC. Both of you are here. That's Edric. Welcome to the program. Edric 124. Edric 124. Okay. Well, so we got anybody else? Tina. Sorry, that one's gonna take me a while. Do my best to remember. Tina is up there. Just keep pounding it in there. Yasmin, definitely want it up there. Sorry, Yasmin. That's okay. We'll keep it under control. Haslove. You guys don't have to stay. You can come back. It's going to be a lightning round, okay? And then we'll clear up whoever we do along the way, all right? So Fox on the list. Thanks, Cherry Blossom. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your appreciation of my shirt. We were just all in about the Queen of Pentacles, and it was like most of my shirts I was gifted, and then I hold on to them and like wash them until they're barely shirts anymore. Absolutely. All right. So let me just scroll back here, see if I missed anyone that's here right now, because, I don't want to do that. Hamu and Shada. Chakra, it's we're dinging up here on a Saturday on the third eye area, right? We're soul questing. We're soul visioning, journeying. We did a lot of that last night on the Midnight Special. And thanks for everyone who joined that program and made it a overwhelming success, especially from our sponsors' point of view. They were very happy with it. So that's good. Thank you for the likes. All right. So for anybody, this is going to be a first lightning round. Anyone that can stay longer, stay later. If you have to bounce out, if you have to go do stuff, then come in and out, and it'll be great. But first, we're going to do the 8675309 reading. Okay, that's where I want to engage everybody to like practice setting intentions and like making it your own. So everybody gets to pick a number, either 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, or 9. And just pick a number, and then you're going to get a card based on the number that you picked. There's going to be a message with it. Okay. We're going to ask Crafty Tarot to open up his consciousness the next level and take all the numbers. He's got to take all the numbers. Nice. And type it in. That's great. Yeah. Okay. And they're going to go in that order. So it's just for everybody. So they don't have to wait too long, at least to get a message, and it'll be great. Thanks for being here, everyone. It's a hot town, summer in the city kind of day today. Saturday, right? In the park. I can't even shuffle right now. I think it was the 4th of July. Cherry Blossom's like, I want 3. Absolutely. Go for it. Right? We should put up a numerical chart pretty soon too. So like we can show what you're getting yourself into. That's good. That's good. Hello, Chanel C. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. We got all the awesome moderators in the house. Mike, Mega Flare Mike. Tatiana's here. Big hugs. Thank you, Tatiana. And now Chanel C is here. So lots of tikis happening. All right. I wish you all the best in all things. Be most excellent to one another, and be well. Be well, friends. Okay, absolutely. 8675309. Jenny, where can I run to? Okay. So for those of you out there that picked the number 8, all right, you've got this reversal on this Chariot card. So an overall arcing message to being like, slow down if there's any kind of like uncertain things in your near future. Like, perhaps you do like to enjoy to like, put a little money on the races or play lottos or scratchy or what it is. Like this could be just a message to slow down at games of risk, things of chance, tempting fate, things of that. In other words, it's the Chariot, folks. So you got to watch, that bumper to bumper traffic and, that ding dong in the lane next to you taking selfies when he's supposed to be driving. Just kind of things like that. Be on the watch out. It'll even be best for you to like step out a bit wherever you can, slow down for the day, that sort of thing. And if you are just chilling at home, don't feel bad. Don't feel like time is wasted if you're not out doing what, the super fit fun sponsors, want you to be doing. Okay. If you picked a 6, a number of balance, you actually get a 4. This is a good card. So for those of you that picked 6, it's almost like you could be witness to a love, a relationship, an anniversary, a wedding, responding to invitations, things like that, making invitations, even helping somebody else out with a wedding. It's celebration. It's time to get together. Baby showers, all that stuff, okay, would be there for you, or at least the opportunity, right? And this as well. If you get a chance to get outside of your center, your town, your city, just like taking Watson out to the creek, wherever you got to get to, that's a good thing that you can be doing. That's favoring you heavily at this time, which is probably why you're motivated to go and do it. Right, Robert? Okay. So those either pick 7, the number of progression, you have a reversal on the Tower card. So that's all right. Don't let things become too hyped up in your mind. Okay. Don't give things like more worry than what is necessary. If it's beyond your control, be gone, let go of it, be gone of it, right? Kind of thing. And it's all right, because it's a reminder to stand in your power. It's a reminder that, like, I'm courageous enough to start that new project. I'm courageous enough. I'm going to have the strength to follow through with things, right? Usually Tower moments are all about people's ability to follow through after commitment. It's usually what causes these, right? So you're standing firmly in balance, and this Tower card is reflecting of it. Say, yeah, that's where you actually need to be right now, because if you feel things building up, like a tower building up in your mind or in your schedule or stuff like that, it's saying stay centered on it. Okay. Be with it. Keep your to done lists up to date. Okay. Ta-da. And then you're there. Okay. For those of you that picked a 5, you've actually got another reversal here. You've got a reversal on the 8. And this was up for the daily cards, and a lot of the group is already here. So for those of you that picked 5, absolutely for your day. It's bumper-to-bumper traffic out there on the 105. Internet is slow in your area. Please dial 9 to be connected, kind of thing. Don't worry about it. It could be a good day as well, just for everybody to disconnect, right? I'm not telling you to shut off the show, but it's if you can pick those hours, evening hours or early morning hours, where you can really just get into the gap. Doesn't necessarily have to be the nature. It's just okay, yeah, I'll flip the smartphone on or the computer or the Xbox, but then just say, well, okay, you know what? I'm just going to take 15 minutes here just to appreciate and see the beauty in the stillness. And that can serve you very well. If you picked a 3, the card of manifesting, it's nice because I see you putting an end to worry. I see you seeing that is not worth another moment of your time, another moment or another thought in that particular direction. So when you put the brakes on it one way, remember it's always an issue of momentum and motivation, right? Like moo, you got to get going and then you're moving. So watch the speed, right? Casey Jones style. But I feel like some of you are about to make a U-turn on something. If you pick the 3, stop thinking in that direction, stop spending resources in that direction, stop even communicating in that direction, and then you will have circumnavigated 9 of Swords energies, right? So for the group reading, there's a lot of people that have concern, worry, frustration, hopefully not too much despair or anguish, but the sense is that everybody's got a good handle on it. Okay, so that's really nice to see there. So that as well could be a message, larger one in this for you, Robert. It's you figured out what to do. You figured out how to put the spin on it, and it's really, really good. Okay, for those of you that pick 0, the center point, another reversal, this one on a judgment card, right? So you may be dealing with a choice where it's you could be worried about what somebody else or somebody else's choice, right? How you are affected by other people's decisions. Could be a career thing, management, leadership type stuff. Or this could be a situation where your situationship, your lover, whoever that might be, is in a very mirroring, reflecting type mode right now, which it is. This moon is waxing up to the full flower moon in Scorpio. And it's the stretchy timestamp, right? It's like the zombies. It's the time of the season where the love runs high, right? We are in it in Taurus season, and it's roller coaster of love. Okay. For those of you that picked 9, we just said it. We're in the Taurus season, and then the Emperor was here. All right. So for those of you in Pursuant, this is the highest degree of change. So, if there's something that you don't like, you stand up and you do something about it. You know better. You got this almost, right? You know how to take care of it. This is the card of knowingness, right? And the applied institution or way of things, the most efficient way to get there. The Taurus knows all about that most efficient way, And this cutting things out, it's a major arcana. It's not like Queen of Swords cutting things out. This is like, you properly deciding that could be an absolute waste of time, right? The change that cometh may need to be some sort of like purging of something that's more symptomatic to you. Okay. And that could be a tough thing to do, especially if it's been like a long time. So for those of you that picked the 9, you got the Hierophant in your energy. It's good though, because you can be well of mind. You can be studied up. A lot of people coming a long way in terms of like their mental self-worth, their care for it. It's good. It's really nice energy to see that for the group. Oh yeah. I feel like Link. Is that a rupee? Is that a rupee flower? I feel like Link out there just collecting it. Okay, for those of you that are not on the board right now, we're moving into a lightning round on the Legends of Tarot. Expect this to last about half hour to 40 minutes, I think, before we clear it, wipe it clean, and then start again. Okay, just a rundown for everybody that's in the chat because it's pretty off right now. We've got Sunshine, Hope, Cole Miss, Safak, Nicole, Edric, Tina, Yasmin, Haslove. That's how it's rolling in the lightning round. And it'll be good. It'll be just right. And don't worry, the lightning round, you can still ask a question. And thank you, Bharti, for the contribution, for that little flower into the fire. Okay. So did Robert stick around for? Yeah, Robert's here. Okay, cool. Absolutely. All right. I just got to breathe. Somebody very wise told me earlier today, he's like, you're a breath of love. Take a breath of life from the good people at Thank You Air, right? We continue to use their products and be sponsored by the show. Little coffee as well to keep the reader, lullabied. All right. So, Sunshine, thanks for being on the program. Longtime friend of the channel. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate you. And if you're there, let me know. And if not, we can just slide Bharti in there for that beautiful little rupee flower. That's excellent. Thank you for that. Okay. Sunshine. Oh, that's sweet of you. That is a sweet little donation. Okay, Bharti, focus will be on you in this portion of the lightning round. Absolutely. Zelda. Extremely happy with the Zelda reference. All right. That's Mary. I was thinking the princess is in another castle. Dang it, I went to this castle. The princess is, yeah, thank you so much for, is when will I get married and how will my husband will be? Well, to be, how will he be? How is his being? When will I get married? We might have to look at Casey Bones again too. Nice. Well, I can tell you one thing. It looks like you are destined for marriage in the absolute innate. You've got the Ace of Pentacles up here. So that's a solidifying card of union. Heck, it can even mean go play Frisbee. But for you, Bharti, this lets me know this is something that is like pre-written, like almost like keep focusing towards it, keep questing towards it, keep envisioning, and it will be yours. Okay. All right. And as far as time goes, 4D to TD. Okay, we'll get into it. It's a little bit of time. It's 4D, but it's okay. We got a reversal on a 4, right? So remember that when it comes to having this person in your life and finalizing up these commitments, it is all about setting the plan, setting the standard, setting the vision, and then being able to let it go. You don't want to stay in too much solemn concern about this. Just set it, like write it down on a piece of paper if you have to. Set it on your nightstand or your dresser. And then when you wake up every morning, say, look, it says marriage, May 24th, 2023 or whatever it might be, right? Okay, I'm not saying that's the exact date. And if it is, I'll appreciate feedback at that time. But just saying, you're visioning and you're questing toward, and something in a factor of 4, right? From the very beginning. We'll check with Casey Bones, but 4 days, not 4 days, not 4 weeks, right? We're looking at 4 months, and actually 4 years would take us into 2023. And what will he be like? I think he will be a younger person, water sign or fire sign, somebody that's focused and open to love, right? And it's kind of like the support roles will be there. It's like, looks like we'd be able to support one another as long as you worked out what you would do in your early stages of what love meant, what it was supposed to look like. Because this visioning of it is very important to you, I feel. Okay? So there you are. And thank you for that question. Thank you for the rupee flower in the fire. Appreciate it. Jump into the fire with us, okay? Celebrating Bob Marley and Salvador Dali today on May the 11th. Saturday, it is the Legends of Tarot 99.9. Thanks to everybody for being here. We are in a lightning round. That was Sunshine. No, sorry, that was, now it's Sunshine. That was a nice contribution by, let me just go back. I'm Barty, 0058. Okay. And we did the group reading. So that's really good. Thanks everyone for being here. Much appreciated. Shout out to everybody in the room. Support your other readers in the room, peeps. They're out and abound. Making the decision to move with Jay. Will good opportunities happen for me? I'm ready for this new change. Nice. Thank you. That's good, Sunshine, because I don't think we've read for this for a bit, actually. And it's nice to see that it's kind of like it's coming to the forefront, frontal cortex of the mind. It's like, wow, we're moving in this direction. Okay. And what will be the opportunities on the way, right? Oh, Sunshine, I think you're so ready for like manifesting and making your future that you're going to be able to jump into this. And the good opportunities won't even be able to hide themselves from you. Okay. That's the innate message, or that's what I feel. Okay. So it's good. It's good. Of course, we'll pull some cards on it. So, hi, Paula. Welcome to the program. Focus now on Sunshine, about the decision she's making. It's already been made, right, Sunshine? It's already been made. We just maybe don't know it yet. That's all. That's all. We're catching up to our higher selves, right? We're waking up. Okay, Sunshine. Opportunities. Yeah, and it's calling for a level of openness. The more open, right? Because 7 of Wands up there is defensive, so it's mirrored. The more open that you are to the reception, and it's saying maybe the opportunities could come in vast, like in numerous ways. So it's showing like more than one like Hammertown opportunity. It's showing up as like 3 or 4 mini opportunities that, hopefully you'll be able to balance your schedule, your time, and your travel, and a romance with Jay in order to get that all under the go for you. And then from there, I think it would like a champion opportunity would arise out of like the small mini ones that you picked, and then it would be there. As far as the timely factor, travel, the journey, it's like relax into it, gypsy style. That's what these 2 fine ladies are up here saying. It's like, open to the world, open to the open road, and open to invitation, and adventure. It's kind of like the opportunity itself is one big package, right? And then it's like your great Aunt Ethel sent you a big package, a care package, but then you open the box and then there's like 20 more little presents inside, and it's like one of marmalade and one of fresh new socks. And it's like that is a metaphor of like how these opportunities are presenting, almost like lots of little ones that all lead to the one big one. Okay. So hopefully that's all right for you, Sunshine. Thank you for being a part of the lightning round here on the Legends of Tarot. We're moving on to hope now. We're moving on to hope. I hope we're moving on. Absolutely. Is this channel having technical difficulties? Okay, thanks, Tatiana. We're gonna ask people to check in half an hour when the board is updated. Okay, so if we haven't called your name out, everyone, like, you have time to go feed Mr. Dexter or whatever is going on, and then come back, because we've got 8 more people to go in the first lightning round before the reader gets a breather, and we're on to hope right now, and it may move faster. I'd like to ask the universe why I ran into the one person I was trying to move on from. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's a that's a like a deja vu kind of like bummerama total thing, dude, right? Yeah. Very confused. Yeah. Maybe perhaps the universe wanted you to take a moment to reflect, right? You bumped into him, you're on your life, you're moving on, to whatever degree they're moving on, you are moving on together, but it like crossed back. So it was meant to be like a reflective moment to be like, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with moving on. It really, I had that feeling where it wanted to tell you that for the reasoning. It's like to get a sense like, you know what, it is going to be okay. There's going to be no problems with it. Right. I don't really get a sense of like, following people around or making it a point to bump into, not at this point in time. Okay. And that's just from an 8. And thanks everyone for being here. Check back about half an hour if your name's not up on the board. We'll get more people down today. We're in a lightning round and then we'll see. You might even have really good timing. Welcome Yvette and Paula. Thanks for being on the program. It's so much. Michael Flair, Mike, Tatiana. Thanks as always for carrying the vibe of the tribe while this guy's into the cards. Absolutely. All right. So let's just get some cards on that and see what's up for Hope from tarot. Right. All right. So in regards to that question, you've got a little bit of this going on. All right. Again, with this reversal on this 4 of Cups. So I would say relax into the fading memories of it. Okay. And allow it. Should it happen, a couple more times in life or in path, like just allow it to be and say, hey, it feels good to have made the call, right? Don't worry about the call you made, no matter who pulled the pin on the relationship or the person, that is like acting out, like it doesn't really matter. It's just say, be happy that the call was made, the blessing in disguise, the bullet, you might not have fully dodged the bullet, but it wasn't a lethal one. You got some healing and you've got some new understanding, some new ways to determine, what in particular makes you happy in relationships, right? Because it is really reflective type of time. Told you these 2 weeks are going to be a roller coaster, and they will be. But for that, so much. Let's get that new love. Let's get that new love flowing, right? I feel like you're healing and you're like, oh man, I just saw him again today. It's almost like a marker stone, like you going to the doctor's appointment. It's like, are you really moving on? How are you moving on? Do you feel okay? Are you okay? Do you have any problems you'd like to talk about, right? But it's like the love doctor because you saw him again, right? It's for you to ask yourself, am I okay? Does it feel all right? All right. So Hope, thank you for being on the program. Hopefully the cards resonated for you. This is a lightning round. So we're touching base super light in the hopes to get everybody a good message today. This is the Legends of Tarot for May the 11th. It's Saturday. So that's good. We're soul questing. We're soul journeying. Shout out Salvador Dali and Bob Marley on this day. All right. Woke up this morning, smiled with the rising sun. 3 little birds sit by my doorstep, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is our message to you. All right. So there we are. Hope. And yeah, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Don't forget to call your moms. Nourish Heal Live, nourishing programming over there at Nourish Heal Live. Anybody wants to jump on? Hi, Paula, Cindy. Yeah, for sure. We're gonna blow through the list, and then I got to start a new one, right? So don't worry. If this list looks like it's closing, there's going to be part 2. Act 2, part 2, right? It's okay. Don't worry about it. I'll get you up there. Hang out with us in the chat. This is going to take us about another 20, 25 minutes to wrap this all up, and then we'll refresh the board, and that's how we're gonna hot town, summer in the city, back of my neck getting filth and gritty. Bend down, isn't it a pity? Doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. Okay, cool, Miss. If you're there, let us know. Rock the Casbah if you are still here. Okay, please, because you're up next for the lightning round, the mini read. Why I feel this connection so deeply. That connection between H and me. Is she thinking about me like I do? Like I do. Okay, Cole Miss. We'll pull some cards on it. And we'll get our big hugs ready, no matter which way the cards come, right? Tarot, no bones about it. The nitty-gritty of tarot, the dark corners, the what? Don't you want me to love you? Right? Could be a situation of it's like you could be going through a really large life and spiritual lesson of what soul connection really means. And how we can be so affected by another, right? Why do I feel the connection so deeply, right? Why? Right? It's that influence, like when she walks into the room, or Roy Orbison, pretty woman, won't you stay a while, pretty woman? You know I like your style. I can't believe you, it can't be true. No one could look as good as you. So Cole Miss, it's like the feeling is like she's absolutely stunning, gorgeous, beautiful, right? So it's like usually for the divine masculine to get like so super locked in something that is not happening, executing, actioning, right? It means it has like even bigger meaning for you as an individual. So as to whether or not she'll come back, we'll pull a few cards and we'll look at it quickly. All right. Absolutely. All right. And we're up for you. Right. And you've got the Six of Cups. So definitely the past experience weighs heavy on the heart, and the heart is longing for it. And the mind is giving credence to the heart, being like, you deserve it. You should have it. The good times should have kept on rolling here. Okay. Absolutely, Tatiana. It's big news on the playing courts around here. Right. So that summer, of Greece, it's hard to let go of it. It would be really hard. And it's like, it tickled your fancy. It turned your crank. It made you live. And it possibly, this relationship is the one that made you come into your body in love and made you completely present, right? That's why they say like young love or puppy love or whatever it is. Like you probably remember your first lover, the first person like that you exchanged those words with and did it, made whoopee. That's that relationship that happens to many of us in our life. That's the one that makes you present, makes you come into your body and be very, so that could be a reason for that deep connection. It's powerful to see that Six of Cups up here. All right. Is she thinking about you? Unfortunately, Ten of Pentacles is there to reaffirm my innate. And I said, feeling like probably not as much. She has a place for you in her heart and her mind. But it's funny, like the mirrored aspect of it, there's like distance or like a big wall there almost, right? Somebody's looking to individualize aside from the relationship. And that's a hard one. Big hugs for Cole Miss, everybody. Okay. So we've also got this reversal on the Four of Wands, right? So big hug, man. Absolutely. Fist bump of all fist bumps. All right. Take them very seriously around here, the fist bumps. All right. Don't worry. It'll be okay. It was the relationship I feel that meant you to become present, to wake up a little bit into like what true love really is, what it really means. And then it's like you guys had that time, and then to move forward or to move apart was meant to be. Very, very rarely you will see high school sweethearts, you still see it sometimes, maybe in the desert, but it's a rare one because it's very overpowering for people at a young age when that comes in, and it's like makes you fully present in your relationship and in your body. Even it's like similar to like that of a Kundalini awakening or like, certain banned substances, that sort of thing. Okay. So those are your cards, for you, Cole Miss. Sorry, I don't have better news for you. And remember, 99.9 Legends of Tarot, it's the dailies. It's just the way it's feeling today. We can dig deep, and I'm here to show you guys the vastness of how much it could be when you lend that much of your mind to it. But remember, they're just the dailies, right? Absolutely. Safak, are you still here, Safak? Longtime friend of the program. We'll get Safak a couple cards out today if she is still here. As always, this program brought to you by the good people at Thank You Water. Thank You Water Light. Tastes great, less filling. I love it. Thank You Water. When you think water, think Thank You Water. And then have some. It's good. Yeah. Do you? Hi, Nicole. Absolutely. Bumping up the track here. Thank you so much. I just don't know how he really feels about me anymore. It felt so strong until now. We clicked so well. Sorry, I'm just obsessed. Never be sorry for being obsessed. Never. It's gotta finish popping like the popcorn microwave stuff. It's like pop, 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 pop. And then it's like there's no more pops. And then you're like, okay, it's all done. And then you go to and there's pop, pop. And you go, whoa, it's not done yet. It's not over yet. Okay, so that's the innate feeling that I have. And don't be sorry for being obsessed. And you think of him, if he's in a place where he could, I just get a feeling like his brain might not be done. Like this might have some very youthful energy to it. So it's like, and it's the same sort of thing as a young person, right? All right. Waking up. I feel like the last reading almost will feel like a very similar reading for you, Nicole. And thank you so much. And the long distance thing, right? Yeah. Marie Chavez, she was dealing with we haven't seen her in a while, but she was dealing with a similar situation as well. Is your guy a bit of a party town or a drinker, Nicole? I just had that feeling like he likes to have fun. We'll just take a look here. Go Grandpa's cough syrup. No, he's not a partier? Oh, okay. Not at all. He's a straight edge. Okay. Maybe he needs to loosen up and get a belly full of beer or something. Get this guy to come around. Because that would be hard to know. Like when people are social, he loves the outdoors like you. Oh, that's great. Climbing and all that good stuff. That's great. That's great to hear. So just some cards for, and we're going to get into it here on a full split and a 7-card spread for how he really feels about you. He likes to get high. Okay. That's all right. It's a big mountain, right? You got to get up that mountain. Hi, nurse. Welcome back. All right. I want to wish you all, and Nicole especially, thank you for the fire and the flower. The best in all things. Be well and be most excellent to one another. Okay. How he really feels about you. Yikes. In the overall energies is a 3 of Swords, which means it could be confusion or trust issues going on here or a third-party situation. All right. So the feeling, it's like, wow, if he were to ever stray, he would definitely feel it. It definitely wouldn't be something he could do without conscience. Okay. We'll get a longer look into the cards here for you to see if that is actually the case or to show if this is just your manifested worry. The worry that you're manifesting about infidelity and the fact that he could end up with someone else, anything like that. Okay. Right on. But we'll get 7 out for you. We'll have 7 out and then we'll have 7 up because I'll put them all down and then we go one by one. All right. So a reversal on a 5 of Swords is saying here, like somebody isn't maybe accepting the truth or accepting what's being told to them. So maybe, your feeling of you being a bit too obsessed with this is really not overboard. This is kind of like the mind saying, let's let it go. I don't feel like that you fight with it that much or it's super effectual to you. Like you're very good at just doing your thing and letting life happen for you. Right. But the phone calls, very tough. The texting, very tough. The social media interaction, very difficult lines to keep things current. It's almost like, the long distance thing plays into it. But we kind of got to watch too much or too little, texting, messaging, calling. It can really get to be a bit of an annoyance or you'll get mixed messages because the only way to truly communicate emotion is in person, right? It's like the heartfelt conversation. You haven't had one of those in a long time. That's what makes it very difficult, and how he feels about you. I feel like it affects him too. He gets bummed out at times at that inability to see you. Okay. And this here, it's like somebody could be calling a little bit more often. Somebody could be sounding out like the hey, I still want you, the hey, I still love yous, right? Sort of thing. Um, and I think, it's kind of like when I said you want to watch the conversation when it comes up. And now this says, like, what are the reasons for the conversation, right? Probably could get like really flirty or even hot on text or telephone. And you could maybe like not be doing yourselves any favors, in terms of that kind of thing. But keep it fresh, keep it alive, and keep it vocal as much as you can through that. Okay. So the judgment card is there. So it's like I almost feel like you feel that this situation might be holding you up because you are moving through your life at a very good pace right now. Could have the opportunities for more love, very beautiful person that you are. It's like, you could be attracting more love in, but it's acting more like a hang up, this other relationship or how he really feels about you. Reversal on a lover's card. So it's like somebody is like not penciling somebody else into their schedule, not making time for them, that kind of thing. And as well, somebody could be like still very worried about these trust issues in all of this, live open and freely. And if you can't be together, like you can adult in the way you want, but it's kind of like almost regrettingly so, like they would, feel really bad about it. And it's maybe too difficult of a conversation to have about how open it's going to be. Right. Yeah. And again, it's because the presence isn't there. The auric field, you haven't like been there to complete him or, make happy his day or to make way his day. Right. Calling up at lunchtime, being like, here, honey, I brought you some carrot sticks and tzatziki because I love you so much. Or, he brings you strawberry and a cupcake in the middle of the day. You can't have that kind of stuff. So it's like when it's out of like the present mind, it's like that it's absolutely like doing something else, right? When you can't be there. Okay. And in the heart energy area, you have a reversal on a King of Swords. So I'm not too sure the astrology that plays out into your situationship, but there's like could be Sagittarius, Leo, right? Or Aries that's affected by either your hang up of him, your opportunity of new incoming love, tough there, or figuring out like how important it is to stand up and to be about it, right? Because it's like nobody's taking the lead here. Nobody's addressing the elephant in the room kind of thing, right? When it comes to the conversation that needs to be cleared. Absolutely. Because the Three of Swords is there. And the reversal on the Emperor, it's like, yeah, somebody's like almost completely stopped communicating, like completely done negotiating or acting or putting energy in, right? And it could be due to some selfishness. Okay. Absolutely. Safak, you're up next. Okay. So the Emperor on the reverse, and this is in the communication card. So somebody's shut down. Somebody feels like is unwilling to even have that conversation with you, right? So, and if we look at it, could be a fire sign playing into it on either side. But this is nice up in your third eye area, the world. I really feel like it's almost like if you can get your mind off of this guy, off of Prince Charming here, if you can do it and get your mind off of it, it's like a mind chakra. If you can open up creativity to whatever you're transmuting in terms of like the energy of the old relationship, or if it comes around again, great. But you know what? It's not going to slow you down. Ain't nothing going to break my stride. Ain't nothing going to slow me down. Whoa, right? Keep on moving. Keep on dancing, right? What was that? I'm going to keep on dancing, right? Absolutely. He's so perfect, right? How does he feel about you? And the 10 of Pentacles is here up at the top. So family life. You both have a long ways to go, I feel, in your journey. Doesn't mean that everything's fated to be over, to be never again, but it's saying live your life outside of the separation. Okay. Never stop doing that. Never stop increasing your momentum to manifesting what you want. And you can set an intention of one day being with him again, but you have to, once you set it, and forget it. Okay. That's the key to that happiness and not being like overly concerned, overly bummed out about it. Okay. So, Nicole, thank you so much for your flower in the fire today. And I hope those cards resonated for you, because it is May 11th, Saturday, Legends of Tarot 99.9, the big change, the big full moon coming up, people. We're waxing heavy now into Taurus season. Is a little bit roller coastery. It is the time of the season for loving. Okay. Hi, Miriam. You can be on lightning round number 2. We're just blasting through lightning round number 1 in about 15 minutes, maybe a little longer. All these names up on the board will be gone, and then we're going to put new ones up. So if you got to go feed your kitty or pet your doggy or do whatever you want to be doing, you can put us on in the background, that sort of thing. I will say, Miriam, are you there? And then we can do that kind of thing once your name's up on the board. But please just interact with the amazing, awesome people in this chat. Some of them are readers themselves, and some very good people that share their benevolence in this little corner of the matrix. So happy to see you all here. Nourish and Paula going to come up in round 2. Absolutely. From the Outback, we were talking about the Outback, Australia. You're like full King of Thrones. Winter is coming. We're looking forward to summer. Hot town, summer in the city, and back of my neck getting filthy and gritty. Bend down, isn't it a pity? Suffolk, there doesn't seem to be a shadow in the city. All around, people looking half dead, walking on the sidewalk, hotter than a match head. Outside, it's a different world. Nerlin, does he think about you? Does he want to come towards me and confess his feelings? He is Aries and I'm a Capricorn. Help me. Why do you feel like your boat is capsizing? Help. I need somebody. Help. Not just anybody. Help. Won't you please help me? Help me. Help me. Happy to help, and I'm happy you're on the program. Remember, these are the daily cards, Energy Suffolk, so we can look at what Nerlin's thinking about you potentially on the daily, on the day, okay? Is he coming towards you to confess his feelings on the day? Uh-oh, floor cards. That's a big deal, people. That's a big deal, okay? That's a tough one, right? Somebody's not willing or not wanting to engage with what's there. So it's like, I give you a big hug here, Safak, because it's like you're presenting yourself, but the back is turned to the opportunity of the relationship. It's almost like Nerlan is focused on something new. He's focused on something new and far away at this time. Okay, it's very much. So big hug to you on that one. So I feel like he thinks just fine of you. He thinks you're a good person. He thinks you're nice. He thinks you're awesome, right? As far as like thinking romantically about you, I don't really feel that he is at this time. Okay. And it's like, that's a tough message to hear, right? And we knew we had to be ready to give our people the hugs, right? You know, Nerlin interested in things like mortgages, home sales, finance, creating wealth in his life now at this time as his focus, as the Page of Pentacles is here. Very busy in the scheduling of actually going out and doing it, okay? Not today. Not today, he doesn't, all right? And like he's making something work. He's like, making it work takes a little longer. Making it work takes a little time, right? So it's going to require time before he's coming forward to you with any kind of feelings, okay? Because he's into something. He's making something. He's making that cold hog cash, right? Or whatever it is. But he thinks just fine of you. He thinks just fine of you. But I think it's time, Safak, that you recognize here that, you know, Nerlin might just be going through, will he come or not? No, not according to this. All right. And I'm sorry to have to deliver because I get this sense of urgency or in your text. I get the sense of like, come on, it means everything right now, right? And what I'm saying here is like, there's got to be a larger circle. There's got to be a larger clearing of energy. You know, whether you work in the same building or the isness that you have together has stayed, whether it's professional or platonic, for however long, you know. And you don't have to label it as giving up. You can say, I'm going to withdraw. I'm not going to swim in that area of the pond anymore. Because the feeling is that you guys have shared life path. You could be working in the same building. A situation could be like transforming around you, transmutating. But as of today, this guy's got his back turned on romance, and he's more or less focused on career, money, things of that nature, business, stuff like that. So as far as making you a priority, I don't think that Nurlan is really doing that. Okay. And I'm sorry, Safak. Big hugs for Safak. And remember, guys, they're just the dailies. But I will let Tarot speak his message, especially when it comes in very... right? So big hugs for Safak, everybody. Absolutely. Keep your heads up. The energies can change. That's right, Tatiana. We got the big solar plexus on the Wednesdays, right? Will it in, It was just for today, right? Maybe tomorrow you could go sit Nerlin down, grab him by the belt loops, and sit him down in his office chair and be like, Nerlin, we need to talk. We need to talk. So it's like that same thing. I know it's nice to be sought after and approached and, Disney princess, but at the end of the day, it's like if you're absolutely obsessing, wanting to make it work, you got to go full Forrest Gump on that stuff, right? You got to run across the country. You got to go to outer space. You got to go to Vietnam, right? You got to be willing to absolute, it's tough to make something our number one obsession of priority if that thing is not the same number one thing that we're willing to go to the ends of the earth for, fight tooth and nail for it, right? It's impossible by you, right? And that's kind of what we're trying to, maybe the energy that we're trying to clear, or the energy or the block that I see. The larger purpose in all of this with you and Nerlin is for you to be like, maybe it is a possibility. Maybe, just maybe, right? So I'm sorry, Safak. And it's, it's not a thing, right? If it ends in rejection, it's never personal. It's just not meant, right? So big hugs. Tough one for the reader. He can go puke his heart out over there if he wants to. All right. But we're carrying through on a Saturday. We're getting through a lot of messages for a lot of people. Thanks to everybody that's come and hung around, to the moderators, Mike, Tatiana, Chanel C. I seen you come in. I seen you. The guns are up. It's the gun show. This is like a long sleeve shirt. It's hot in the hot tub. Too hot in the hot tub. So let's see where that puts us. Nicole, thank you for the contribution and thank you for being on the program today. I really appreciate your energy, and thanks for the flower fire. Yeah, as always, anybody, if they're wanting to skip the lightning round and go up, the super chat is enabled, so you can feel free to hit it up if your time is more precious than precious. Okay. And then we have Edric124. That was a new name on the board today. Absolutely. If you build it, they will come. Right. All right. Thanks for being here, Edric, and thanks for posting your question. We're going to hop right into that, right? We're going to hop right into it. Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me, I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got time and tired packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Baby, you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. Later tonight on the Akash program, we'll be vibing on the beach. So for those of you, anyone that's new here, come join us on the later program. We call it the Late Night Akash. And for those of you around last night who were on the midnight special, thank you for making that show such a huge success. That's where we slow down and we can get into some deeper readings. Welcome, blah, blah. We get it goes a little unhammered, off hammer for sure. Swing and a miss. So yeah, and it's tough because people are dealing with relationship stuff. And it's heavy at this time of year. It's the time of the season for loving. Bada boom, bada boom. What's your name? What's your name? Who's your daddy? Is he rich? Is he rich like me? Has he taken any time to show you what it means to live? Take you by the hand to promised land, right? Okay. Edric124 wants to know if they are making the right choice in a career path for a student who's almost done with high school. Tricky. I get tricky. We got something in common, Edric. I'm going to college in next year. So the innate gave me that feeling that you and I had something in common. Okay. So if your career path involves any kind of progressive learning, could be a trade, doesn't have to be like business school or anything like that, but it's like where the education is foremost, then definitely a good decision. The other message from Innate is not to worry about it. The average human being, at least in the Western world, will change careers, what is it, like 2 to 4 times in a short amount of time, in a quick 50 years. Some people do the same job for like 40, 50 years, and that's good too, right? But as far as career path and money, right, those all the dollar bills are all about them all the dollar skills, right? So get them skills, get them innately tucked into your brain where they like have room to be nurtured and grow. So like student, you said it all with student there, right? Remain as a student, even though you're coming out of high school. The secret, like, it's to tell you, like, remain in it. But Tarot's definitely got a message for you. We're going to get a few cards out for it here on the lightning round. This is the first lightning round of the program. Right. Wow. Because you tend to worry quite a bit, I feel. Okay. Don't let this keep you up at night. And if there's other things like that you worry about, like maybe I didn't do good enough. It's not a 4.0, or I just don't know because I might be letting somebody down if I decide one way or another. These are like reflective or metaphors of your conditioned thoughts, that a student would have, right? You're very open to being impressionable at this point, at this portion. And somebody could have long-lasting words that stick with you, right, as being impressionable. And then they could cause you to worry, being like, I don't know if it's the right thing. What would so-and-so say if I told them I decided to do this and this? Yikes. Oh, it doesn't feel good. But it's just like a conversation. Like you're kind of fearing a certain conversation about something or a commitment. Okay. Right. But these cards say be true to yourself, right? Don't let your doubt compromise, your goals and your dreams. You have an importance, a prominence for even being alive on Gaia at this time. Okay. So Edric, I would really say, like, do all you can, reach out and do what you can in this fertile time, and do it without the worry. The 9-3 of Swords is just saying there is worry abound. There's like fretting. Whatever you're fretting from, I want you to say, stop it now. It's going to be okay. Bob Marley style, right? Every little thing, it's going to be all right. Okay. And it's the one. It's because look at the mind here. The mind needs more fresh learning and education to be like hitting the refresh button. Okay. So whatever it is where education of something or your trade or your dream is the focus, where you're actively learning about it, right now, continuing to be student is serving you best. So hopefully that answers your question, rather than jumping into a fire and saying, like, maybe you know somebody that knows somebody that's getting you a good paying, easy time gig for right now. I would say you could get into it, but don't let it limit you. You're better off like forging your own creation, forging your own path, right? Use those swords to start cutting through it. Absolutely. Okay. So there we go. Hopefully we're feeling all right. Edric, you let me know how well that resonated for you. And thanks for being part. Come back and chill and vibe with us anytime. Come for the readings, stay for the vibes, right? Absolutely. Because I have to study. Well, blah, blah. You could have definitely, how many minutes is the break? Oh, blah, blah. It's going to be, we got 3 more people, then a segment of refreshment. You're looking at about 10 to 15 minutes time. Maybe 20. Maybe. Welcome. And if you've ever wondered, focus now is going to be on Tina. She is looking at issues of real estate, right? Where am I in the chat? Will the pending offer on my house go through? Let's have a look. I feel like this is that what up with that moment. Look out. Ooh-wee. What's up with that? I said now, what's up with that? Ooh-wee. What's up with that? I said now, what's up with that? What is up? What is up? What is up with that? Okay. Focus on Tina and the sale, the pending offer on that pizza house. All right. Yeah. We got to inject some more like silliness into the program. I feel I'm like feeling pretty grounded for a Saturday. Absolutely. What is up indeed? All right. Yikes. Okay. And you can give me feedback on this, right? We're straight up asking what was going on. And we've got this here. We've got the Eight of Cups again, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Tower, right? So I'm thinking, right, and this here, I'm thinking that there will be like an acceptance or a final choice that comes on it. It looks very good, but there are still a few little circumstances that have yet to unfold before we can know 100% for certain. Okay. Somebody's like trying to like get insurance, have assets protected, and also looking for maybe some outside funding. So there are two factors that lead this to remain the unknown, to leave this to be the Tower moment and the Wheel of Fortune moment, right? Heavy energies. This is tarot saying it doesn't know for sure because this stuff has not played out. There are on this other person, the person making the offer is dealing with these reversals here and this, like direction. Is it going to come? Can I have, like, am I going to be able to like do it kit and caboodle, the whole package, right? If not, so yeah, I think it could happen still, but it's going to be a time before like papers are in order or people have like made the completion enough to give you the news. Okay, you're waiting on the call. Yeah, I don't know, 3 to 7 days could say this, right? Or in terms of like business days, working days to get papers, insurance, like all these things playing into it. For some reason, the insurance and the protection is huge on the person making the offer. So I'm not sure what that's all about. I don't know much about real estate, to be honest. And then this reversal on the Three of Wands is just here saying it's like, you could be in some limbo here for a little while longer as well. And as well, this other person is like, could be waiting on the sale of another thing, or could be waiting for funding from another person. And that would need to clear before it can be made final. Okay. It looks good. There's nothing that would say that it can't. It's just that there's so much on the court of the person that made the offer right now that it's like hard for me as a reader to see or make you a promise. Like, yes, it's 100%. But as of now, it looks okay, but it could still falter through the buyer's ability to get their show together, to get their shtick up and running. Okay, their realtor was an ass. Thank you for that, Tatiana. I appreciate you. Okay, so Tina, hold on tight. Stick by that phone. Wheel of Fortune was there. It's good. And we had the Chariot up for your house. I remember it a few days ago. That property will move. It is going to. And I think it would happen. It's still going to happen very quickly, I think. Okay. Yeah. So you got other people. So Wheel of Destiny, it's like, it could be those other people could be like super woke spiritual people. And it was a place that was meant for them. Because that's like a fourth, fifth party style energy playing into it now too. And the channel definitely had that illumination to it, so to speak. Okay. Yasmin Fox in the building. Is Yasmin here? Yasmin. And just for Mike, I want to sing that chat. Way down yonder on the Chattahoochee, it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. We lay rubber on a Georgia asphalt. We got a little crazy, but we never got caught. Down by the river in the pale moon night, we were catching all the fish and eating them all right. Talking about cars and dream about women. Never had a plan, just living for the minute. Right? Absolutely, AP. We've got 2 more readings up, and then we're gonna refresh the board. And AP and anybody that's new here, as always, if you got that burning tarot emergency, super chat is there, and we can get you up to from economy to first class, right? Nice one. Thank you, Tina Miller. Thank you for your presence, AP. I appreciate you. Longtime friend of the program. All right, and Yasmin is here. Did you have a question? Oh, Cousin Jay. What does Cousin Jay think about me? Yasmin. Right. Cousin Jay. Well, cousin, let me tell you something. John Wayne style. Just roll into the party. Let me tell you something, cousin. We shoot straight around here. If you're going to be playing with all that funny stuff, well, we might just have to ask you not to come around anymore. I'm just kidding. Just important. It's like innate feel to it. Wow. See how butt sad because he doesn't feel something's unfair right now? Right? This perception of like, I got the short end of the stick. A complete facade for some reason. Somebody overthought something and like did it in a very like, only me kind of way, right? Yeah, absolutely. This reversal on this Hermit is like somebody's like withdrawn unfairly of a situation because they potentially felt that they were dealt the shorthand or the short end of the stick. It's almost like, I don't know if you guys had an argument or a fight, Yasmin, or if like somebody stormed off in like a certain direction or a certain way. It was like they humped off into the distance, right? And then it's like there could be things like this silent treatment, right? This is Hermit energy dealing. And Justice energy, no arguments. So what is the deal with why does or harbored feelings, could be in position there as well. So this person is feeling, your friend Jay or your cousin Jay is feeling treated fair, like completely unfair right now by something. Okay. The silent treatment and harbored feelings, right, Yasmin? I'm just going to get a couple more clarifiers for you. Long time member of the show, and I appreciate you. That's a big duo to show up there like, that's not 5'11" energy. That's like, look at that. We got the 11 and the 9 mirrored. See that? And they both came up like this. So that's a stuck part of tarot. That's like, wow, coming out to save face. Somebody needs to save face. Or step out into the light, show off their talent, show off their world. Okay, mirror, yeah. So it's definitely there. Okay, hasn't been any social time. Okay, but you got the awesome combo, and we love to see that on this program. 99.9 The Legends. You got a double 9 up here, which means it's going to change. You're gonna receive news, or somebody's gonna make an emotional or spiritual offering to like clear the air or to end the silent treatment or bring out into the open this harbored feeling, okay? Because nobody wants to be stuck in that. Nobody wants that, okay? So, and if it's something where your cousin did that to themselves based on how they perceived a situation, then he'll definitely want back out of that, or they will definitely want back out of that, okay? Theys and thems, to be politically correct with that, okay, Yasmin? Okay. Thanks for being on the program. It's nice for you to get this card, right? You're getting that feeling of fulfillment and familiarity back with Jay. And it's coming. It'll be a change of it. It'll go from not socializing to socializing again. Because it's up to you. It's up to all of us, right? We didn't start the fire. So Yasmin, I miss you. Dang it. Call me. Just 867-5309 style. Thanks for being on the program today. That's really good. Really good. Unlock the mirroring. Absolutely. Okay, so we're rambling on. Ramble on style. Ramble on. Okay. And Haslove. Any chance that Haslove is still in the place? Everybody came they stayed for their one card on the lightning round, or two or three cards. Oh, thanks, Yasmin. It's nice to see that. I got a belly full of bullet holes and I don't take too kindly to aggression. Yeah, right. Remember, Wild Bill Hickok and Jingles present Wild Bill Hickok. Brought to you by Corn Pops. The sugar with the sweetening already on it. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Tatiana. Let's see if Haslove is. I thought we could have went like 100%, batted like 100 there because everybody came for their card. Hopefully, Haslove is there, but we'll just give her a minute. Good time for station identification. It's 99.9, The Legends of Tarot, brought to you by the good people at Thank You Water. Remember, when you think water, take a drink and say thank you, water. Paula Cindy, we're just going to come into a segment of refreshment for the board updates again, because I got to write the list down and talk to you on and find out who's here. And then we'll just uno mas minute. And then we'll do it, okay? Because namaste, come for the readings, stay for the vibes. It's very good. Namaste a while. I acknowledge the spirit in you, Paul Cindy. And we're going to get right on it. We'll get that reader into shape. Go for your little break, and then we'll get him back in here doing his readings and stuff. All right. Good. This is really, really good, yeah? It's very, very good, yeah? I hope you're all having fun. I'm having fun. I'm looking for my pen. I'm doing awesome stuff. Okay, I'm going to get back to Tatiana. Paula's up, then Miriam, and Saathi is back. Okay, great. Paula, Miriam, and Saathi. Number 18 likes. Where did it go? Where did the little list go? Tatiana, you're so awesome. Thank you so much. Oh, there we go. A blah blah and a P. Okay. Blah blah blah. And a P. What a gorgeous list of names. What a gorgeous community. What a gorgeous tribe we have rocking out with us. Right? It's like tooth heart that I like better than hair. I said a good and a good Alameda heart. I said a red tooth bartender, rock your night in a hand. I live a 2 mile and I'm a canal at a heart. Absolutely, Hawaiian goddess. I said it's good love that I like better than hell. I said a good and a Google I'd mega heart. Okay. Just relaxing and vibing into it a little bit. It is the Legends of Tarot for May 11th. Special shout out to Salvador Dali and Bob Marley on this day, right? Got the 3 little birds going on. I used to know all of them off by heart, but I got old. That's what happens. Everybody should type in their favorite Bob Marley song. That'd be cool. Just for Bob today, because we're vibing and, he helped the whole thing come alive, right? And to Salvador Dali, too. Shattering that 4th dimension. Busting through that glass. Really good stuff. Thanks for being here, Sunshine. I was blinded by the light. Wrapped up like a deuce. The runner in the night. Yeah, and thanks for everyone that was on last night on the Midnight Special. That was a cool program. I think we're going to run with that. That's going to be like where we're going to offer like people who are willing to like be still and be with us and still be able to do cards. And then we'll kind of focus on like the bigger readings. So if people are like, they want a deeper reading, they can come in, super chat, chill with us, and vibe with us. It's good. Thanks, Sunshine. It's really good. So it goes Paula, Miriam, Saafi, blah, blah, AP, and then the Hawaiian goddess. So good stuff. And can I get a half calf, double decaf with a half calf cappuccino and a twist of vanilla? Thank you. I'm on cookie patrol. Like George and Wheezy. We're moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Moving on up to the east side. It's time we got a piece of the pie. Eve, thanks for being here. I'm just going to put your name on the board, so in that way it's just good. Yeah, Love Lifters up where we belong. Absolutely. Thanks, Hawaiian Goddess. I appreciate your kind words. And I feel that being uplifting is part of what you do, how you do as well, because you wouldn't recognize it in us if you yourself weren't an uplifting person. It's great. We're up here where the eagles fly, right? It's all right. It's all right. It's one of those things. Trenchtown rock, don't rock. You guys would probably know, some of you for your younger viewers, you'd know like Nas and Damian Marley. You wouldn't really know like Bob Marley. But Bob set it off. Absolutely. And that's just the toast. We popping like toast. Toast in the toaster. I like bread and butter. She likes toast and jam. Yeah. To distract your mood. All right, Paula, I'm just going to scroll back in the chat. We'll get the reader out of his cage again and make sure we put him back to work. Because he's ready. He's ready for you, standing on your own 2 feet. Out of the doorway, the bullets rip to the sound of the beat. Look out. All right. Paula Cindy, another one bites the dust coming through. So maybe it's time to say that. Okay, I'm curious who he really loves the most. Is it only me? What will happen in our near future? I'm a Virgo and he's a Pisces. Yikes. That's a difficult compatibility and companionship to really, you guys really have to put a lot of energy and effort into that one, I feel. It can be beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's requiring a lot of effort just based on that. Okay. I'm curious who you really love the most. And is it only you? Focus on Paula Cindy. Now we're entering into lightning round numero 2. Remember, as always, you can get to first by challenging the super chat and completing the super chat challenge, right? How shameless can I get? Complete the super chat challenge, that kind of thing. No, but absolutely. If you can't wait too long and your tarot is needed, it's an emergency, it's on the brink. Okay, you let me know. Who he really loves the most. Now I got Hootie and the Blowfish. I sat down on the couch and cried. Oh Lord, it feels so good and feels so fiery. Okay. So this is what's come up for today. This is the daily cards. You've got a 4 of Swords, and you've got this reversal on the 8 of Pentacles. So the Pisces plays into this heavy. Here you are, the Virgo. This 8 of Pentacles is always Virgo energy. But the Pisces is a dream town, la la land, doing what they want to do, innovating and not making plans, not making commitments at this time. Not sure if your person is afraid of commitment or he requires a longer time to consider commitment, but it's like you're ready. You want to know and you need to know now. The 8 of Pentacles reverse always has this sense of urgency to it, right? But unfortunately, I got to give you a big hug instead of great news to think that like it's going to be happening sometime soon. We'll get some clarifiers out for you, Paula, but I don't see the third party thing being too much of an issue right now. It's almost like if there was a third person there. Wow. But things are changing on the daily as well, too. You got it, too, 99.9. But you've got it in a different fashion. You've got the 9 of Wands up with the 9 of Swords. So this here being etheric mind connection, like you're not going to play the game. You're not going to play the chase. You're not going to, fold in to say, right, okay, well, who is the A and the B in the relationship? There's none of that. And that's what the feeling is it has to change because there's no equal sharing, right? All these 9s have this like change that occurs due to a closed off nature of the energy. It's the highest degree of change, but it doesn't always present in a fun loving way, right? It's like when you reach rock bottom, when you fall off the slide, will you ever get back on kind of energy. So, and as far as love, I don't see much here in the ways of cups. So this is more like headstrong stuff with 13 swords in the picture, right? You got this one too. Let me sleep on it. And if it's a commitment style thing, I don't really get the sense from today's cards that that's the direction or that that's what has his focus. But I'm not seeing much here in terms of like the third party playing on your person's heart at this time either. It's like there's complete focus, or he was at a portion where there could have been a complete breakdown, or something needs to be broke down, whether it's conditioned thinking, an ego. Perhaps your person like is really at a position of like doing them on the regular, right? Or making sure that they're heard and they're known. And then when it comes back to like listening to you empathically, it's very difficult. There's a lack of listening, I feel, to body language, to, even the things that are not said. This card really says to you in Virgo, open up your ears, open up your feeling in terms of the presence. You will know. You're smart enough not to take any of this unstable, unfocused, unknowingness energy for too long. You're more in line to like go within, do some inner work, release work, and let this go. All right. Many of these relationships, situationship readings are saying nothing is out of the power of your context or your construct or your willpower. Okay. But this is more like the Zen, the Buddha coming out of the Zen garden and being like, release, right? Sow the seed, set it and forget it, right? And then once you do, it doesn't mean that the person that you forgot isn't still influenced by your center of attraction. They could still be very much attracted to you, giving you the opportunity to give it more energy or not. But the knowingness part of it, the knowingness has to be there, right? Before like the trifecta can come, the love and the bliss. There needs to be that sense of assurance or security, which it's not there at present time. So me as a reader and going in a bit of dad mode, I'll be like, don't waste another moment on it. Don't waste another second on it. Because this is what wasted time, right? Nothing but wasted time, right? So big hugs out, everybody, please, for Paula Cindy. I'm okay. Anything will happen and ready for that. Okay. So it's probably just like a reassurance piece in there to go as well, Paula Cindy. Thank you for being on the program. And big hugs, everybody, to Paula for that. Yeah, you were. We called your name, Haslove. We called your name. And you were the only one out of everybody on the board that was like, didn't say, hey, I'm here for my reading. It's okay. I don't mean to single you out. You're appreciated here, and I love you for being here, okay? Big hugs out to Paula for those tougher cards, right? Has love, right? Got a whole lot of love. Got a whole lot of love. All right. So stay tuned with us, Has Love. It's one of those things where we'll fit you in if we have a cancellation, if we have a rigmarole, if the lightning round goes a little further, and if you can vibe with us for a little bit longer, it would be okay. Good night. Okay, good night. If you have to go to bed, sorry we didn't get to you. You were up on the board, and then you had to go. Do you want to stick for just a couple minutes? Maybe but everybody would be okay if you got your cards before you left. You say want commitment, but I also not sure about that. Perhaps in the future. Yeah. It's a tough go, Virgo, Pisces. I feel like you see each other quite clearly, understand each other quite a bit, right? But in terms of like the functionality, it's almost like compatibility is easy, but cohabitation could lead to like uncertainties and being rougher waters, right? Sort of thing. So yeah, absolutely. No, I'm working at one now, Sand Angel. It's 99.9, the tarot of us. Or whatever you want to make it what you want. Whose turn is it now? It's Miriam. Or potentially Haslove, if she can stay for just a quick second long. We erased her name because she, I don't know, didn't say, I forgot you. You forgot me. You forgot me. Well, there she is. Thank you. Did I botch that? Did I make it? That's probably my fault. Sorry, Has Love. We gave her. Did we give her enough time? I don't know. I'm sorry. I should probably reach out to Has Love and let her know. I don't know if I gave it enough time. Is what it is, people. It's free. Sometimes you get exactly what you pay for. Not gonna lie. We try to make the readings as accurate as possible, but I did. Okay, absolutely. And blah blah. To answer your question, it's Miriam's turn, and we've been giving Miriam a day and a half. Yeah, and I know maybe she was out like, washing the windows or doing something, right? And then it's like try to dry off your hands and come back, and so I feel really bad. We missed Has Love today. That's all right. Well, that's all right. Well, that's okay. Just a little. I've been walking the streets tonight, just trying to get it right. Okay, Has Love, we'll address this now. We called you, and unfortunately, you were probably like maybe doing the dishes or something and trying to get your hands drawn off in time. Sorry if I didn't give you enough time to respond for being present in the chat, but we'll get you in. I'll get you in right now. If it wasn't my intention to forget you, it's just that we like cleared the board, had a moment of segment of refreshment. I wasn't sure if it was because my eyes weren't on the chat. I'm sorry for that, or if we had given you lots of time and had to move on. So. Yeah, keeps positive. Keep possibilities open. Keep potentials open. I've been walking the streets tonight. So you can post your question now, Has Love, too. Just trying to get it right. You know I don't like being stuck in a crowd. That's it. You know I don't like being stuck in the crowd. Three Little Birds, absolutely. Okay, Has Love, we're going to give you, you know what I'll do? Timestamp it for you if you're listening and it's a problem with the connection or your messages coming through to my eyeballs. But what we'll do here is we'll timestamp this bad boy for 133, 134. We'll pull some general cards for Has Love unless we get a question in while the Snuffleupagus is doing his thing. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, it's just a little patience. Right? Yeah. I had what's his name from Cool Hand Luke. Remember that, Mega Mike, where he's like, what we have here is a failure to communicate. Paul Newman, if anyone likes his salad dressing or remembers him as Cool Hand Luke. Big time, right? Okay, 133 for Has Love. 133. I'm so hard done by. Remember? You missed your reading and then you were so hard done by. Remember that? So here's your cards for today, Has Love 2. Thanks for being on the program. If you're still here, you've pulled a nice card here in 21 The World. This is very beautiful. It's the end of the journey. It's the end of a chapter. It's the end of a situation. Maybe a buttoning up of a project. And it's tough because where do we align focus now? This is the what's next question. What comes up now? Where should I focus my energy, or what direction on the old proverbial metaphorical compass do we want to take? It's like this is the Tom Petty into the great wide open, right? We're coming to a point where you need to align or identify what it is that moves you. You got the tools for success. You've got something new that's you've finished completing that's working for you now. Okay. So the Page of Wands is here to say, all right, let's set a mark. Let's throw a dart at the map on the wall. We got to pick a place to go here. We got to pick a thing to do. And whatever has just come to completion, if you're worried about it at all or have worry about the conclusion of it, could be a chapter in your life, could just be a project, something where you've completed now and it was like, wow, you freed up a lot of energy and time. It is very much that question of where do we go from here? What are we hoping to achieve next? So, right? How V really feels about you. Yeah. So it's like we are the world. We are the children, What does he feel about you? He's feeling Page of Wands. He's feeling uncertainty, insecure about it. Insecurity. We'll pull a couple clarifiers because the question came in way late after the generals. And sorry if we're having a problem with a little communication. Yeah. Right. So he's waiting in strength. This person, I feel, and how they feel about you, it's kind of like they see you there. They're very attractive and very attracted to you. But it's like this game of chess that keeps going on. You make a move. No, you make a move. It's your turn. No, it's my turn. Whose turn is it, right? Who's going to instigate? Who's going to put the bop in the bop, she pop? The way these cards read now, the way these cards stand now, it's like nobody's doing it. Both parties here want to be sought after. Both parties are standing in their power and strength and saying, all right, until the other shows a sign of commitment or willingness to be vulnerable, then it's going to be very difficult to get a sense. So I have the feeling like the desire is there. Like you want one another, but no one here is willing to like come out of their shell and take aim at it and get to a point of action with it. So it's like, what next? What's next? Where do you move through your relationship or your situationship with V right now? What is the next step for it? All right. So if you're friends, it means to you're romantic. If you're seeing each other, it moves to dating. If you're dating, maybe it moves to cohabitation. If you're cohabiting, maybe it's time for marriage, right? The relationship is plateaued with V, is the feeling, right? It's got to that level. So then you're presented with another wall or an obstacle or somewhere where you need to be in terms of a stepping stone. Welcome to the program, Ronnie. Appreciate you having you here, right? So when you think about it in that context, has love, it's kind of like you have to ask V, or you have to ask yourself, what is absolutely next? And how he feels about you, yeah, he's filled with desire for you, but he's not willing to come out of his shell. Doesn't feel secure or safe enough to do that for some reason. Okay? Thanks for being on the program. Appreciate you for being here. That's really, really good stuff. Okay? And welcome, Ronnie. And has love, glad that we got your reading in, that it didn't fall through the cracks. We try to prevent it. It's like we need a janitor here in the studio to make sure nobody gets left behind, right? Because we don't want that kind of stuff going on. Absolutely not. You're welcome. Yeah, and thank you, everybody, for hitting the like button. You can subscribe if you want, so that you can hit the dinger and know whenever we're doing this, in case the readings are taking too long and that sort of thing. Okay. So Miriam is here. No, good timing. It's a good thing we got Has Loves, because Miriam, yeah, it's absolutely you. You're not late. I was just about to think, like, we got to call Miriam, and then there you are. So synchronicity abound. Appreciate you and wish you all the best in peace, benevolence, abundance, joy, prosperity, and bliss. Big shout out to those of you that are in the Crafty Tarot chat rooms. That's a really nice, authentic place to be. It is nice chatting with you guys today. To that point, so Miriam, if you have a question, focus on you now. Will he come back, and what does he want from me? Okay. I feel like we've answered this question already, but no, we haven't, because it's for Miriam this time. This for Miriam. Okay. He's crafty. Yeah, Hawaiian Goddess. He's really good. And thank you for being a part of the show today and being so patient in terms of your reading. The universe aligned itself. Yeah, it did. It's like it's on that axis, on that tilt. Does he love me? Does he love me? Does he love me? Will he come back, and what does he want from me? Or what will he want from you? Let's take a look, Miriam. Thanks for being on the program and having the divine timing to hit your reading just on time. That's really good. All right, Miriam. Okay, big hugs for Miriam, everybody, because this card says that he's moving on his way, that like the instigating more overflowingness, or like, the love, it's like somebody's like pulled back or rescinded. Okay, so to answer your question, the way these cards are presenting, will he come back? Okay, and what does he want from you? right? I think it's like this person has already taken all their gold and they've gone. They've taken what they wanted and they've moved on. That's a very hard way to put it, but tarot's coming in a little bit heavy for this. Remember, these are the daily cards. Willpower, it can all change at the drop of a dime, people. But what this is showing is like a candle that's been snuffed out, or somebody like taking their boots and their clothes and wandering off, like on to the next thing. So everybody, Miriam needs a big hug if her hope was for the person to come back. But there's nothing more to be gained. So I don't think that there's anything that he wants from you or would be successful in achieving with you. Right? This has this level of harshness to it, Miriam, where it's like, was he like kind of, he probably didn't present to you fully authentically, this person, right? Might have been someone that, didn't have the capacity to evaluate how much we affect others, right? Miriam, it's tough, right? Because now it's like you may almost be feeling like completely played by this situation. Okay, that's a very tough thing to have a feeling for. Or it's like, was everything were all the memories of the past, all the things, was it all for nothing? And this person might be in so much of a snit or into their own escapism or their reality that they couldn't even save face to you, right? They couldn't even save face with you, right? So you're free now, Miriam. Exactly, Tatiana. It's definitely the overarching energy of the card or of the reading is this one. This should be liberating to you, this situation of him, taking his gold or taking his prize and getting the heck out of Dodge and leaving. This is childlike behavior, right? So that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for you. So big hugs and thank you, Miriam, for hitting the timeline just right. And hit us up as always on the likes, the subscriptions. You can do what you like, right? And for any of you that are receiving the 1-card lightning round readings, at any time, if you want to go into like a 4 or a 7-card spread, ding the super chat and we'll pause the program and we'll put an increased focus into a larger energies and spread. Okay, I took more. And then got the heck out of Dodge. We got this country theme going on here, right? Did he ride right out of Dodge? It's got that feeling to it. All right. Absolutely. Thank you, Tatiana. We're just going to take a quick pause here in the lightning round because we got off to a sputter start. We had Has Love. It's tough being last up on the board. I totally get it, right? Saathis. Yeah, and please, for hugs and vibrations and like, the getting over things or like the, releasing, the letting go. We vibe out on a later program where we can just like, set the background, light a few candles, enjoy Sanctuary, very 4 of Swords style energy, and enjoy that. Yes, Sand Angel. And Sand Angel is such a longtime friend of the program. I don't always come in and connect with Sand Angel. Be like, you're here because the feeling of her presence is like very nurturing of the entire channel because she's been a friend of the readings and the projects here for so long. So thank you for that. And for everybody else that's new, listening later, this is 99.9 The Legends of Tarot. We're in the middle of the day with our focus, especially, well, not so, with our representation going out towards Salvador Dali and Bob Marley this day, okay? Could you imagine if Salvador Dali ever painted Bob Marley, what that painting would look like? It'd be unreal. Pretty quick, blah, blah. We're just going to give Saathi a few minutes, and she's here. Okay, so after it's going to go Saathi, blah, blah, AP, and the Hawaiian Goddess. Friends of Crafty Tarot, friends of 7, thank you for being here. Absolutely. And feel free, if you're an authentic reader, healer, light worker, it's okay to say, hello, this is what I do. Because we tribe together, absolutely support one another. Oh my goodness. You guys are going to have to give me one quick second. I got a thing with a thing. It'll be like 1 second. Sorry about that, folks. I feel like we're really running with the Western program here. I could use a big old spittoon just down here at my feet. Had to hawk a big old loogie, but we're going to get back into it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And Saathi, did you have a question? And blah, blah. To answer your question, your turn is after Saathi. So not this reading, but the one after. My turn. Yeah, my girl. I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way? My turn, my turn, my turn. Talking about my turn, my turn. Okay. And yeah, everybody check that out. You know, vibe for vibe, subscribe for subscribe. We're always going through the support and building our tribe. And Q and Fife can tribe with us anytime they want, because you all remember what the conversation in the Zen garden. Monk number 1 was like, can I kick it? And monk number 2 said, yes, you can. All right. Hello, Saruchi. Thanks for being on the program. Focus is on Saathi 03 now, wondering if Kay truly loves her, or is there for the benefits because he wants to get serious now to be officially introduced to her family. Wow. It's got the juiciness in it. That question's got all the juiciness. Absolutely, Saruchi. We're going to clear the people that are on the board, and then we're going to reset the board and get as many in as possible. And Saruchi, if you wanted an in-depth reading, bump to the top of the list. Super Chat is there. By all means, it's there if you want it, just in case you need to step on it. I know your people's time is valuable, and thank you for spending it here on the 99.9 Legends of Tarot program. Salvador Dali and Bob Marley Day. Absolutely. Okay. Nice. Wow. Does this person seems like they need validation on the regular, Saathi? Okay. Does Kay need to have his feelings validated by someone? You know, by you, by your parents, by his parents, right? Things of that nature. Okay. He's really at risk of like blowing it here, is what I feel. Maybe your parents, right? Yeah. Well, your love could be like standing strong in all this, right? But it's like, why do you feel so singled out in all of this? It's like, it's almost like whatever's going around, nobody's stopped to consider what Saathi wants in all of this, right? Where is this about, like what you deserve, where your self-worth plays into this? It's like there's a certain blindness to this, like people like almost wanting to like decide for you or say, you can't do that, or you better be careful, or you might not know what you're doing, right? Somebody not letting you have your say, or something like thinking over top of someone is also what this says. And I feel that it's left you feeling very singled out, and that could be a tough place to play into it. Okay. Now the benefits could be situations, right, where dowries, monies, finances all come into play here, right? The melding or the merging, the family and the status quo being very important here. This isn't like runaway love. This isn't like far and away type stuff. This isn't like, meet me on the beach at midnight and we'll get away from it all, right? But it's like at some point in time, I feel that your person, Kay, will let you know to have what strength or how in it he really is. But for some reason, it's like he's acting with your best interest in heart. I feel like there is that true care or nurture side that Kay has towards you and wanting to look out for you, right? And wanting to care and support you. But like, it's almost like it's quite a domineering energy. Almost like you have this no ability to fend for yourself and be okay by being single, right? That sort of thing. So it's like, that's a tough energy to be in, right? But it's okay. There's no sneaking around going on. Okay, if you were worried about that, this is a nice little combo with the King 7 reverse up here. That's a nice little combo to say, rest assured, there's nothing really like third party or anything that you're needing to directly protect yourself from in this. I just see it being like very tiresome and very like, we have the Fool up here. and foolish energy, not allowing the situation to progress because someone's being stubborn or very hard-headed in regards to a situation or said particular benefit. It's like, what is your motivation? Is the relationship truly at one where it's like, we never have to question these motivations? And what do you want? That is the other big question here. Queen of Pentacles up with the World now. What do you want? What is the expectation? What is the boundary? What is this meant to look like? We know it feels good. We know it's awesome. Okay. But it's very, very tricky to get that out without some conversation, some authentic level to put value into the relationship mutually and see the value and express the value that you feel in one another. And the feeling is that he might not even be capable of that right now. Okay. He might not be capable of those levels of communication because it's reversed. Okay. It's nice. It's open energy, but have a tough time committing. Absolutely. Maybe the meeting with the folks will let it happen. Will make it happen. And you might get some good advice from a parent or somebody involved in this situation that will point something out that we might have even missed here about your person, to say, hey, you should go for it. But ride this one out because this is good. This is late stage upper arcana energy. You're ready to begin on a quest or a path of like new marriage or something brand new, major, like a new chapter in your life is just around the corner. So it's saying ride this out and hang on. You're afraid your parents won't like them? What's your dad's astrological sign, right? Because this is like could be very reflective in this energy too, right? Mom might like him, dad might not, kind of thing, right? This is what that says. The Pisces and Pisces. Oh, that's good. Well, at least maybe if your parents are woke and very mature in their thinking, maybe they'll see that situation. Your mom's a Sagittarius, okay. And Kay is a Leo. It's unreal. Okay. The Leo and the Sag. It's okay. Fire abound and lots of Pisces. Right? That's really good. I just want to show those off a little bit more. Miriam, that's great. The guy I like is a Gemini and you're a Virgo. Let's do it. Let's do that one for you. Let's do that one for you. I like that. Just put it out there. Surichi, thank you for the fire and the flower. We're going to do your reading. You jumped to the top. Look at that. Gemini and Virgo. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's get that going. Hi, Swan Love. Thanks for being on the program today. Absolutely. What a sweetie. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to get Snuffleupagus style for Saruchi Lee. And is A going to come at her with pure intention towards her? Is he going to half step or is he going to come all the way? Stay tuned. Like sands through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. Let's find out. Blessings for Swan Love, everyone. Long time. Absolutely. Afro Queen, thanks for being here. Welcome to the program. We are moving through. We're catching up. We have some super chat up on the board. So as well, that's encouraged. Free readings for those that are super patient. Absolutely. But we try. We get by with a little help from our friends. All I need is my buddies. By with a little help from our friends. And welcome, Afra and Swan Love. Friends of Seven, friends of the program. Absolutely. Thank you for being here. And blessings, Swan Love. Anybody that's having feeling a bummerama kind of day, love lift us up where we belong, right? Where the eagles. Absolutely, Tatiana. Absolutely. Blah, blah is on the program. Off the hook. You're killing me, Smalls. Yeah, absolutely. It's like Tootie and Mrs. Garrett. You take the good, you take bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. Yeah, the facts of life. Okay, focus now on Saruchi Lee, wondering if her person is coming towards her or if they're half stepping. Thanks, Saruchi Lee. Saruchi Lee. All right. And for that little flower in the fire, we're going to make sure you get a 4-card cut. You get a 3-deck split and a 4-card cut. And we'll get up and we'll get the message. 5 and upwards will get you up to 7 cards on an in-depth reading. That's just the way we go. We got to try and keep. We're like a herd of turtles, so we want to make sure everybody. Okay, is he coming towards you? Oh, okay. Well, one thing I'm certain of is that you are sick of waiting. You are over it. You're tired of waiting. It's an okay place to be. You got 7 of Pentacles here. All right. So while you're doing the waiting game, the Tom Petty, the waiting is the hardest part. Right. Make sure you're not doing anything to, be overreactive to things happening or not happening. Stand in your power. Stay in the flow. Stay in the pocket. You've got the card the world up today too. This is about going out and enjoying everything that life has to present to you. The appreciation of life sort of thing. I have a feeling you might get an invitation out to some sort of festival or an event when the next time that you're going to have time to nurture a relationship with your person. It's going to be like an invitation out to an event where there's going to be a lot of people there. Okay. But it's like kind of undetermined if you're like even willing to accept, if it's not your thing, right? Or the community that he's inviting to you is something that is not really you feel inviting. Okay. So the Ace of Wands reverse, you're waiting for it. You've had enough of it. And it's like showing that it's not coming in fullness. The ever-flowing cup of water has a mirroring effect. It's like the tap is run dry or the waterfall. Somebody who turned off Niagara Falls, right? Why can't we get with the flow of this? There's something that has stopped the energy or the flow of emotion here that prevents him from coming in. But this guy that you see, your person he's a smart person. Okay. He's a very smart individual that can make things change in their own environment at the drop of a hat. It's tough because it leaves the people around them like very influenced by like, oh, okay, did you dip out? Did you ghost? Or, all of a sudden you're calling me and knocking on my door at like midnight saying, hey, let's talk, let's do this kind of stuff. It's a very tricky energy to be in. Like I feel he's coming, but he's like half stepping or he's taking his time on something. So, right. But with this being here, there's been no flow of emotion in terms of across the etheric realms. I feel like you might be separated, and someone is not heart-centered on the other person in terms of like, what are the possibilities here? Do they work together? So big hugs out and thank you so much for that. And I appreciate you being here on the program, Saruchi. We'll just have a look, maybe some clarifiers up for this as well. Yeah. Feeling bound and fated by it, right? So the invitation is going to come up. I do think that he's coming towards you, but it's like more needs to be established before someone is going to like open up emotionally because there's a concern or uncertain or feeling naive or scared about the situation. It's like I know your person's not scared of you, but your person may be running the opposite direction of like any kind of level of openness, like macho man. I want to be a macho man, right? He's a macho man. Like, I've been everywhere, man, right? That kind of thing. The stress of this not having to worry about it is opening things up for you. It's opening more things up for you, Saruchi Lee. I feel like your ship is coming in regardless. Whether or not it takes the form of the person that you're currently asking about or focusing on it, but it shows there's like a plan B here. There's another option for you, right? Somebody else would be more than happy to come towards you or move towards you. Lets me know somebody else that you might not even be aware of is crushing on you at this time as well. Okay. So hopefully that made sense for you. Hopefully that resonated. Hi, Mercedes. Welcome to the program. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I can't make amends. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? Okay, big hugs out, everybody, to Saruchi Lee coming in and being a part of the program. Stay and vibe with us. These are the daily cards. And you have that magician. He showed up as the magician, right? Things can change really quickly with this person. Absolutely. Blah, blah. We read for Saathi, so it is blah, blah's turn. Finally. Oh, thank goodness. It was Robert Loblaw. We call him blah, blah, blah. Okay, and Mercedes, once we clear the board, we're going to stack it up one more time. We're coming up to the 2-hour mark here at 99.9, The Legends of Tarot. This program brought to you by the good people at Thank You Water. Remember, when you think water, Think Thank You water. It tastes great. It's full of light and energy, and you can find it just about everywhere, anywhere. www.thankyouwater.now. Go get some. It's fun to drink. Because he cool like that. He cool like that. Is he going to text you, blah, blah? That's what we're asking. Kate, we're going to get into it in a quick second. Big love to you, Paula Cindy. Appreciate you being on the program. We're in the time of the season for loving, and many people, this moon waxes up to the full flower moon in Scorpio, people are going to be time stamping this crap. They're going to be getting up out the door and done with obsessing, okay? Done with worrying about these situations that they do not have within their power, because the energy states, it's like a wake-up call for most, a time stamp and a wake-up moment, 999 home runs, but the asterisks on it, like, what if? Don't be scared of it, Hope. Don't be scared of it. Absolutely. Okay. I got real life people coming in on the text line now. Happens from time to time. Usually can escape. Okay. Serenity Power, welcome to the program. Nice to have you here. Okay. I've got a lot of energy going on in my household and in my telephone right now. So if things have to take a moment of refreshment before we get through these, I do apologize in advance. But our conscious is on blah, blah, wanting to know if a text is coming in her way from her person, or if it's just going to be like it is. Be silent, be distant. Okay. A reversal on 8 of Cups. Your person might be thinking about you enough to make a call. That's really good, actually, to see that up there to that yes or no. Why is it there? Because there's something somewhere that he wants to go, that they want to go, blah, blah. Sorry. Somewhere that they want to go, but they're feeling held back, or they don't have the resources yet to get there, or maybe just the motivation to go there, but they're caught up in an obsession of their own, right? It's almost like, and it doesn't necessarily have to be another person. This could be like a move, a change of location, a change of place. Okay. Absolutely. Some rough waters and a decision you need to make. Okay. I think that he comes to the precipice of texting you and then holds off. He falls back. He says, nope, I'm not going to do it. Sorry, is this better? Blah, blah. I appreciate you on these mini reads. Please know that I'll do my best to improve the quality as much I can. Okay. 8 of Cups reversed, right? He wants to contact you, but he holds off. And will he text you? Right? Probably not. Probably not. Today, anyways. These are the daily cards on 99.9. Okay. So hopefully that's clear enough. 8 of Wands reversed, 6 of Swords reversed. A tough decision that you need to make about letting go of this. Okay. For healing now. For being enlightened and for healing. So he likes his solitude. But he wants to go somewhere. He wants to do something. He has a dream for his life. Okay. So that's, he thinks about you, gets to the precipice, maybe even phone in hand. And then he's like, no, I'd rather, Netflix and chill on my own tonight kind of thing. So it's tough to hear, but I mean, the reader is definitely getting page after page after page of will he come, will he call, will he, do that. So it's definitely gets to a point where too much of that might need to preempt the entire program, might need a segment of refreshment coming up here. Okay. Does he love me now? Does he love me? Right. Enough to make it, I don't think enough for it to make it life-changing or life-altering at this time. A destiny is up. There's certainly an adoration, and love. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. And I guess, blah, blah. I guess the question that I have for you is, you're being in a place of not knowing. Does it hurt to not know? And I don't mean to say that to be mean. I just need to say that to bring awareness to actually what is happening here, to actually what is going on, right? Paradise by the dashboard light. Though it's cold and lonely in the deep dark night, I can see paradise by the dashboard light. You can't study because Is it on your mind, right? It's okay. It's okay, blah, blah. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Right? You know, I need to find the perfect ballad of will he come back? Baby, come back. Who's that, Hall & Oates? Baby, come back. You were together since 4 years. Why wouldn't he call you then, right? Something happened, right? It's okay. Big hugs for blah, blah, everybody. Needs a little encouragement, support, buy with a little help from their friends, okay? It won't so deep and plan so much. And then like a drop of a hat, things changed, right? People changed. Expectations changed, right? That's a tough thing. You might have had a real clown shoes there in your path in this lifetime. Be dealing with situations like, why is all this happening to me? Why am I a victim of love? Victim of love. You should be ashamed. You used to be a mountain of love, but you just changed your name. Okay. And I'm really sorry, blah, blah. The reader's got to get blunt. It's 4:03 in the morning. You're meant to be studying, but you're worrying about your person. Let's say, okay, let's get centered. Let's find that inner work. Some lots of deep breaths, and don't worry about it. It's it's time for focus and discipline. Okay, maybe tarot's come in hand with the heavy hoof of Taurus and some serious discipline. Okay. Does your ex Mateo stalk you on social media? We got to have another ooh-ee moment for that one. Ooh-ee, what up with that? I said, now what's up with that? Ooh-ee, what is up? What is up? What is up with that? And we'll get to that because a lot of the new people in the room have got to come up on the board as the program presses on. Right? Maybe we need to get to a pendulum or just pure Casey Bones when we get, does he love me? Will he call me? Will he come back? It might just be like, ugh, ba ba ba, right? That kind of thing. It's okay. Don't be ashamed of it. We're all in this. We're all in this together. Our heart all aches. The heart wants what it wants, and I get it, and I understand. And it's just like sometimes though, like the encouragement is to be, please love yourself enough not to be so affected by it, right? They're the big ones. Valerius, thanks for being here, okay? What is that? AP, are you still in the house? Thanks for being on the program today, blah, blah. I appreciate your support and friendship and being here so much. We're still looking around for Eve. We're still waiting for the Lord to buy us a Mercedes-Benz. All right. Oh, and AP has been chilling. Hanging out. Have you been, AP? Okay. Home moves for you in the future. AP still here. Thanks for changing up the context of the day. We're deep into Taurus roller coaster town, and everybody wants to know about these seeds of love. Are they withering? Are they sprouting? Are they dying? Do they need tendering, right? Do we pick the flower now, right? Yeah, it's cool kids only on the Legends of Tarot 99.9, Eve. Absolutely. And Mercedes, definitely, thank you for being present. To everybody that's just come in the room, we're going to read for AP and the Hawaiian Goddess, Eve, and then we're going to refresh the board. Everybody that hasn't received their one card their daily freelies, we can get you updated on the board. It's going to take us about 10 to 15 minutes, then a short segment of refreshment. Bess Kristen is here. Thank you. Longtime supporter of the channel and the show. Okay. My Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Absolutely. Grueling. Keep grueling. So I just made the chart. Number 1 in 50 columns was grueling, partner. All right. Very curious. I'm very curious. AP, let me just scroll back in the chat. Let's see what's going on. We got a little bit of that Old Town House. We got a spittoon here. We're going to order up some sarsaparillas, maybe have ourselves a little bit to drink, and then drive on down to the Chattahoochee where it gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. All right. Will there be any home moves in the future? That's right. Working on the home moves. Trying to lose those awkward teenage blues. Working on the home moves. All right. Let's see. There's a move for AP coming up in the cards. Rub-a-dub-dub. I was eating some grub, right? We talked about the Iceman. May 11th, 12th, and 13th, the days of the Ice Manor and the Iceman. The Iceman cometh and the Iceman goeth. Then you can put your little flowers in the ground, especially wherever you're at. There's no risk of it getting too cold, especially up here in the north. And we had some people in from Australia today too. That makes it really good. Love it when it's got that global Gaia feel to it. Okay. Wow. It looks as though it's like, it's not showing it happening like immediately. It shows like a lot of steps of deciding and pre-planning and putting things down in paper in terms of before it's actually really like made manifest in terms of what you're putting out there to the universe in regards to this move. This shows that it could well be. This could be an exchange of real estate, of property and stuff like that, but it's delayed, right? It's showing that it's not happening right now because there's been some other decisions that would affect whether or not this goes down, okay? In terms of the actual move and the reality of it all. Desperately sought after for, the spirit is realizing that there is a need for a change. And it's almost like it's appearing to the mind like if we changed homes or we changed locations, it would make it all good. But there's this portion of like taking stock, making the plans, you know, putting it into something where it's like, I feel you would be perfectly content to hang out where you're at or to namaste, right? But the desire to namaste go is strong here. But it's like the decision, it's because it's like it's surrounded by this level of dreaminess. I think it is that you know what it is that you want, AP. So it's like it's calling you to a point of yoga doing, of action. If you want to put it in, let's start drafting the documents. Let's start doing the research. Let's start dream journaling. Let's start seeing what it is, where we could go and why we would want to be there. Maybe for a change of pace, like a different pace of life. These people could be far too busy, or just to be able to see things more clearly. You know, perhaps your home environment right now is a place where it's like you can't feel liberated to, you know, meditate or grow a garden or whatever it is. So it's going to come, but there's situations with getting it moving and putting resources out there. So I see you moving, but I don't see it very soon. Okay. And by soon, I'm talking like potentially like calendar year type stuff or at the very earliest fall. Okay. So hopefully those cards resonated for you, AP. As always, I appreciate you being on the program. Absolutely. In the laundry room, in the white room with black curtains, tired starlings. Fall of this year, that's what I was presenting as earlier. But it's saying you got to get moving. Body moving, AP getting down and the get so grooving. Okay. You know, start like cleaning out those corners, putting those things we don't use or we don't wear into those boxes. You can encourage the universe on something simple as a location change to make it happen. Okay. Within country or abroad, it showed actually like more within country. The abroad has a real blindness to it right now because you remember the Two of Swords was there with all that water. I was like, couldn't quite see its way that far away. But with the within country stuff going on, like the big rock in the Ace of Wands and the Page of Pentacles there would say it's like not really a sea crossing, but a land crossing. So maybe within your country. Okay. Could be a smaller move leading to a bigger move too. Never know, right? All of that is yet to develop like a polar. Shake it like a Polaroid picture, right? Make it develop, make it happen. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. Okay. Yeah, not bad cards, AP. Actually pretty good. And I appreciate you for being on the program. And now it's time for the Hawaiian Goddess. We got tiki torches, we got leis, we got luau's. Heck, we even got some beautiful barbecue going on. You know, we got Kilauea puffing off into the background. Sleep, guys, sleep. How does Cameron feel about you? Okay, Bree S. Libra. We got Libra Aries. We got Libra Aries. We got Libra Aries. We got Libra Aries. I appreciate your presence for being on the program. We got Libra Aries. This is a good match. This is almost puts like you could like be the one and the same. The energies are very subtle between the two, actually. Right? And it's a nice contrast, right? Aries and Libra. We got Libra Aries. We got Libra Aries. Swaying out at the luau, you know, having those nice starlit nights. Okay, how does Cameron J feel about Bree? Bria or Bree? Sorry, let's try and say it right. How does he feel? Okay, let's get some cards out for that. And then Eve, and then a short break. Bria. Okay, cool. I appreciate you for being here, Bria. It might take me a while to remember, but we'll just go with Hawaiian Goddess because, dang, that sounds so awesome to be there in the presence of. And we thank you for your presence, Hawaiian Goddess. And to everybody that's in the room, thank you for your love, support, shares, subscribes, whatever it is that you do, because I wish you all the best in peace, benevolence, joy, prosperity, and bliss at this time. Be well, okay? Forget that clown shoes. Heal up, you know, learn to new age with us. And be most excellent to one another, okay? Absolutely. All right. Aloha. Yeah, aloha. Is it both hello and goodbye? Isn't it you can use it for both? Hello and goodbye. So namaste. Now I'm not going anywhere. I must stay. So you're the Libra. They're the Aries. This is nice. It could be an outpouring of passion or an emotional revelation. Somebody could be like expressing or revealing their desire or love for the other party that gets the other person all flipped up and in a tizzy, like catches them off guard, off balance, right? It could be in the form of a gift or dropping an L-bomb, someone actually saying, hey, I love you. And it's like, wow, where was that come from? That was sort of unexpected. Or I've been waiting so long and then all of a sudden it's here. It happens like this, right? So something's a little bit tipsy. Or somebody could be having a moment where they have too much of that good Hawaiian wine. Hawaiian? Do you guys have Hawaiian wine in Hawaii? So it could be where it's like after a night of being out there and feeling the warmth and the heat of the night, they come to you in some declaration of love. And it's like really catches you off guard, right? Because Aries will do that. Aries will do that. It'll be like all of a sudden, it's like, I want you now, right? And even though like the last 14 to 21 days before that, you had nor heard of them, and then they show up and they're like, I want you now. Someone's got us off his guard. Maybe it's the fact that you've shown interest. Maybe it's like he could be feeling unbalanced or like off of his game. And wow, the card underneath needs to present with it because you've got the Empress and the Emperor up in your reading. That's a significant thing to take note of. There's potential here for this to develop into very meaningful and sustainable love heart sharing in terms of energy. But right now, like somebody's unbalanced, somebody's off their game. And I feel like it's the Aries. I feel like the Aries has been like shook for some reason or is off their game, off their marker. But the love is there. It's real, but it's like establishing the meaning of it all. So, and again, we have it, the expression, the invitation to love, but trying to understand it as well. Okay. But right now, something is stuck. Something is stuck for the Aries, I believe, and unable to make it through at this time. Okay. But I think that your person is very much in love or has affection towards you. But he's shook right there. Your person is shook right now by something. Maybe it's all too much. Maybe he doesn't know, like, is it too good to be true? Can I really trust what I'm feeling? Am I really ready to be like, I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me, right? The hookah shaka. Hookah shaka, hookah, hookah. It'd be good for the Hawaiian themed luau too. Have that nice rhythm to it. So finally, somebody with good relationship cards. Holy Honolulu, holy Honolulu, Batman. It finally feels good to get some good cards. Exactly. Wuha and the Husa in the house. Okay, that's great. All right. He's never had someone care about him. He grew up in a bad household. Oh, wow. He thinks it's not real. So that was kind of bang on or somewhat accurate. Okay, good. I'm glad to hear when the feedback is like helping out on that level, because these are the lightning round cards. These are the mini readings. This is like more beyond. And if anybody wants to like delve deeper or look deeper, Super Chat is always there. You can catch us on a slow evening anytime and we can read. Beth, I'm appreciative that you're here. Sorry we haven't had a hot minute to catch up. Absolutely. And Serenity's been hanging out. We're going to read for Eve if she's still here, and then we're going to take a short segment of refreshment. We're going to fill up the board one more time for today, ladies and gentlemen, on 99.9, The Legends of Tarot. This program brought to you by the good people at Thank You Water. You can get some. Go try it. It's good, you sillies. Absolutely. She's awesome. And we're going to vibe later tonight. I don't know what your calendar's like, Beth, but we're going to definitely do the Akash. We've got a lot of readings to let go of tonight that involve, like, you know, Nerlin and Clown Shoes. And, you know, we had to deliver a lot of tough yet awakening type messages today. And that's okay. That's okay. I don't mind it. I didn't. It's actually all frizz. I'm dealing with the frizz. Frizz. Hablas es que no habla, señor. I could try, but I wouldn't be very good. Falcor. Am I really seeing Falcor in a microdot there? God love you. God love you, Falcor. Thanks for being here. Alichu. Atreyu. It's Atreyu and Falcor. They're hanging out with us on the Legends of Tarot. Now we just need the childlike Empress. Actually, she was up in the last reading. The Empress was there. No, it's all throwed out. Absolutely. We're lucky enough to tell a part of it too, because it's never ending. Oh, dang. Oh, snap. Oh, isness. Is Eve here? Eve, if you're still with us, if you're still vibing. Oh, there she is. General scary stuff. No suspect since, you know, right? So you just set your intention and we'll see what comes up, okay? And Eve and everybody, sorry about sounding like super butthurt or apathetic to it all, but it's like, wow. I guess this isn't being in the trenches for Taurus season, right? It really is for many of us when in regards to relationships. So, yeah. And I think in time, because we're reading tarot now in the age of Aquarius, has a whole different vibe. There's a whole different ball game to it than, you know, Taurus or tarot in the age of Pisces, right? With a Western twang, please. And we could try it. We could try it. And that Aryan twang. What was that song? It was like, riding on horseback and keep an orderly start till the man they couldn't hang stepped to the mic and sang, and their voices rang with that Aryan twang. Left your house this morning, was a little after 9. It was in Bobcaygeon that I saw the constellations reveal themselves one star at a time. Okay, absolutely. All right, just a cool table worksheet using the file folders. Get up, get on up. And thanks to everybody that came around last night for the Midnight Special program. It was really good. Yeah, it's due to the water. I swear to God, there's, you know, when you think thank you water and when you drink thank you water, you know, they do something. There's something magical. Okay, there's something magical in there. Got to be ready. When the readings go down, you better be ready. When the readings go down, You better be ready. Focus is on Eve now. This for just in general, but just like kind of love, general reading. Okay. Oh, 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 oh. Almost feels like you're dealing with clown shoes as well, Eve. Okay. You got a dirty old Three of Swords in your reading. So, but you've got this Lover's card here. The sword that's in the middle is the truth. Could be like an unbroken bond or something where it's like forgiveness is coming into play here. Communication and forgiveness. Okay. To preserve the bond or the understanding or what was there. Even loyalty comes into play when you see these cards. Could be Gemini, doesn't have to be, but showing, right? The balance, the 3 becoming the 6, becoming the 9. So if things are on their way to changing for you, it's going to be because there's going to be a discussion around truth, admittance, and forgiveness. Okay, the 3 threes of 3 that can get you past, any kind of 3 of Swords moment or, self-destructing, self-sabotaging by too much worry. Okay, things are changing. I feel now the 6 is like kind of trumps it, right? But the feeling is that your person isn't listening. Your person doesn't get it. Either they don't want to listen or they've felt hurt. They've stormed off in their big old floppy clown shoes and said, like they might have flipped a script on you where it's like, you needed to hear some sort of like declaration of loyalty or admittance from them. They wouldn't get it to you, but it was all your fault for thinking it, right? Don't you hate it when it's all your fault for just thinking it? It's crappy. And you say no, but this King of Swords is not having it. They're not listening. Okay. If they don't want to listen, it's like the little kids where you have to be like, hey, settle down. What thunderous ignorance. Like, shush. I want to show you something. I want to teach you something now. Right? So, yeah, be energized in it and go for it. Go after your glory. Go after your victory. Go after your knowingness, your knowledge, or your closure, or your sediment. The turbidity of the situation is for you to go after and see it clearly. You can make it happen, especially if it's important to spirit, especially if it's like something that's kept you hanging on the line of yo-yo, right? It's like you're needing to wake this up. But, there is a strong bond here, right? We got a couple cards up here with the single sword, see? So whenever you have a card from tarot, any deck, and there's only one sword in the card, we're dealing with issues of truth, matters of the truth, okay? Right? Yeah, straight to the heart. Or Bryan Adams style, cuts like a knife, but it feels so right, okay? So, but you're strong, Eve. There's a strength here and a protectedness that you've already kind of put it in a place for you, I feel, where it's like you feel like it's a dismissal or you pulled it outside of yourself, which is great. And now you can treat it like a soccer ball. You can kick those feelings around like a soccer ball around the room, right? It's fine by you. Yeah, it's like you put it out, you draw it out. You're like, this has no dominion over me. You put it outside of you like an energy ball or a soccer ball. You kick it around a little while, right? And you can come to a point where it's like, nope, I'm more important than this. I'm worth more than this, right? Kind of thing. So if there has been situations with fidelities and loyalties in the past, again, it's a willpower thing where it's like you choose to come to admittance, forgiveness steps, but you don't necessarily have to. It won't necessarily play out that way because the cards show that somebody's not having it. Somebody's not listening or not willing to engage on that level of finerness of, adulting, right? I wouldn't do any. Yeah, never compromise, never slow down. You don't want to half-ass it. You don't want to half-step it whatsoever, okay? So Eve, that's what's going on this Eve, and I appreciate you for being here. Yeah, exactly. Can be defeated even by a child, right? Child comes along and, even the most learned, smart person thinks they've been there, done that, seen everything, knows everything. The yeah-buts are the people that would have to have lived to be 300 years old to know everything that they claim to know. Pretty soon a child comes along and makes them look foolish in front of everybody, right? That kind of thing, that kind of energy. Okay, so thank you, Eve. Thanks for being on the program. I appreciate you being here. All right. You got the next list ready? Well, thank you for that, Tatiana, and to all the moderators in the room today. I appreciate you for being here. Cheers. Absolutely. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Bum, 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 bum. And they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see the troubles aren't all the same. You want to be where everybody knows your name. Ba-na-ba-na-bum-bum. Okay, so it's been really great here. We've got one more list to go through. It'll be lightning round style, unless anybody comes in and hits the big yellow poppers, right? I come from Alabama. Right? You and me going fishing in the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the bluegrass grows. Down by a river on a Friday night, we'll be falling in love to the pale moonlight, just moving slow. Spend the whole night through. Feels so good to be with. All right, so thank you, everybody. I appreciate you for being here. We're just going to grab some more. I like my dogs with mustard and relish. Okay, we're gonna go grab a refreshment. Everybody get up and hug your kitty or take your dog and make him go run around the house. Whatever it is that you need to do. We're gonna be back in about 2 to 3 moments, everyone. And thanks for being here on 99.9, The Legends of Tarot, where it's always fun all the time, right? How could it not be? We wouldn't do it if it wasn't. So it's good. All right. Beth, thanks. Just one moment, everyone. All right, from the Racks and Stacks is the best on wax. How about another Golden Olden Tarot reading only on 99.9 Legends of Tarot? It is time. We're going to get in here. We're going to read some more cards. We're having kind of a country twang Saturday here on our third eye chakra. Hope you don't mind. And I hope you don't mind. Okay? So, Tatiana, one of the best moderators a guy could ever ask for. So sweet. Thank you, Tatiana. Appreciate you. Keeping our lists current and rolling. Keep rolling, roll. What is it? Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them doggies rolling, Rahan. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. Mercedes. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? All right. Valeria. Oh, there was a movie, Valeria. They were in outer space. It was really kind of a cool... Lovers in a dangerous time. Lovers in a dangerous time. Oh, hi, Serenity. Thank you so much for that beautiful dandelion. It's like a beautiful yellow daisy there. Flowers for the fire, right? Flowers for the fire. I don't know if Mike is here, but I have an old movie reference about flores. Right. Thank you. Serenity skips a line. Absolutely. And that's a big 7-card read. Actually, 8-card read by the time that one's done. Okay. We're just going to update the board and then we're going to get into that for Serenity Power. Thank you so much. The cards are, when they're dinging. And hopefully I, as a reader, have a nice way to be allowed to step aside so that they can do their... Sarucci. Beth. Friends of 7. Hello, Beth. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. All right. Ain't nothing hotter than the Dev Don Dada. Welcome, Dada. And then for Tatiana. Tatiana. Okay, hopefully we got everybody. And thank you. Thank you all for being here. It's the Legends of Tarot for Saturday. It's Third Eye Chakra Day. We're soul searching, soul journeying, right? What is it? Just a small town girl. You knew it had to come one day. Living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Okay, Serenity Power. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the super chat donation to the channel. We're always trying to make things better here. Get some more candles. We're continuously upgrading our tech, our lighting, all that good stuff. And eventually, the day that our phone blows up, it'll definitely be nice to look at who started it all of you that made this possible. All right. Deep in the sun shines bright, deep at night. Deep at the heart of Texas, right? God made Texas with his own hands. Absolutely. Mercedes, just uno momento as we check in with Serenity to see if she has a specific question or if she just wants some general cards or if she's just here vibing. Thank you so much. And just, okay, general reading. Okay, we're going to go into the 7-card chakra spread. It's a beautiful thing to do, and then we'll pull the 8th card for the overall energy. All right. And then Serenity, can you remind us of your sign? You don't have to. You want to ask about Aquarius? Okay. Let's show Aquarius. What games me? A cougar, and not the kind that you think. A real cougar, and it's now a spirit guide cougar. Okay, Aquarius and Aries. We got Aries, Aquarius. Right. That's nice. Need someone to bring that water to douse out all that fire energy. But this is Aquarius, actually air energy. So this could be like quite a whoo. We experienced a lot of that in the Aries season that just came past through. All right. All right, so focus is going to be on Serenity Power now in the big spread. Thank you for the flower. Appreciate you, Serenity Power. It's flower power. It was the summer of 69. Okay. For Serenity Power, I wish you all the best in peace, love, joy, prosperity, abundance, bliss, and happiness in all things. Be excellent and be most well for one another. Okay, I love you all. This is the Legends of Tarot. Serenity, I've just cut your cards. Thank you for being on the program. Appreciate you so much. Okay. Overall energy, yikes. You've got a 7 of Swords. So this in your overall energy, you might be having to lock things up, keep things on the high shelf, maybe away from kids, or, making sure that whatever you're sharing in regards to information in business ventures or anything where it would be communicated, be very careful in negotiations at this time. Don't reveal too much information before it's time. Okay. And again, a little bit of a settled down energy. Don't worry. You could also have somebody in your environment that is worried about getting caught. Okay. So I don't think this is necessarily your Aquarius person, but it's kind of like, is someone like not willing to like be open about what they have? Or this could be like a sharing type thing. Is it always at one place and not the other? Is it always about, compromising too much one way or the other? But the 7 is a progressive card. So I feel that, in your relationships or you're in the process of knowing more or finding out more about them. And that's just from by being with them and talking to them. It's like you want to see how many faces the cat has, or how many how nice they are to the server at the restaurant. Like it's kind of has that feeling of like judgment and cleaning up. Somebody could have been off a fresh relationship as well, like turning out about like hurt feelings. So somebody could be confiding in you right now at this time as well. And also the mind could be racing, could be rushing, because that's a 7 of Swords up there in your overall rank. So watch things like your tech, like your passwords, things like that. Keep those refreshed, updated. Keep your calendars up to par so that you're not feeling too much of a time crunch or a work-life balance thing going on, okay? Because you, I feel, are a very busy person. This is up in your root chakra area now. So it's kind of like, wow, there's not enough hours in the day for you. Or wow, I really feel like hopefully you're getting enough rest. Eat your vegetables and get your rest. Eat your veggies and go to bed, Serenity Power. Okay? Because it's like, you don't want things to like ever be at a point where they could spiral out of control. And I feel that you could very well just be nurturing 2 things at once. You could be just like trying to grow two different things, two avenues, 2 options, 2 aspects. The duality in the card speaks huge, and there's not much contrast to it. Each one, you're in full awareness of it's dedicated or it's directed for your strength or for your own personal success. But beware of burning the candle at both ends and making sure that you're feeling rested and that you feel good, and eat your veggies, right? Work in a little bit of, yoga, strength training, cardio, whatever it is into your day, just to help you feel more centered. So that I don't see the juggling act stopping. It doesn't last forever, but it's saying while it's going on, stay strong, be physically present, okay, and focused in, right? Because you're maybe in a bit of a protective mode too, right? So that sort of thing. And your world could have been turned upside down. Okay. This is coming from your creative center. So I don't know if something's coming in. It could speak to, even things like a pregnancy or children at this time that are influential. But for the most part, what I see here, Serenity Power, is something's turned your world upside down. Could have been a situationship easily too, where it's like you went in and had a passionate night of whoopee, or it could be on your way to that. But you're like wondering, it's like it puts that extra stigma on it. It's like you've passed the point of no return on something. Or if we're eyeing that up in terms of our creativity, you might have had to like invest a ton of money into a creative project that you might be feeling very uncertain about. Okay. So be careful of investment at this time. Putting all your eggs in one basket, because it's huge. It's almost like a warning card here that in your situation or wherever your focus is, be cautious. Okay. In terms of putting all your eggs in one basket, because it feels like there could be like a little bit of like instability, or something could become upset. Somebody could become upset. Okay. Yikes. And it's not getting easier here, because your willpower in regards to your dreams, it's almost like you go out and you live a day of life, You get one more yard, one more step, and one more card, but the worry could be creeping in. It's like all this effort I put forward, and how much closer am I really to a long-term goal or to having make manifest in this life, whatever you want, domestic bliss, worldly travel, whatever it is like that your wish, and the sky is the limit, and you can have what you want and be what you want, RIP Biggie. But it's like, why not incorporate that more into the purposeness behind your doings of the day? Hopefully that makes sense. In what you do, in all things, almost like this transaction occurs or this communication occurs. Well, how does that reflect back to me being where I want to be? So whether that's flirting, whether that's negotiating, wherever that's, cutting a deal, finding a bargain, could be many things, but it's about making that happen and having the intention alongside the action. If we act without intention, then it's like we're just kind of like, they say in relationships about just going through the motions. Could you imagine that being in like your purpose in your life? And if you were just going through the motions, you want to have that set, that that ultimate, that goal, that lotto winning kind of feel towards that which you perceive to be the bridge to your happiness or the star that you wish upon. Okay, so big hugs out too for you on that. Look at this. In the heart chakra center energy, nonetheless, you pull the 6 of Cups. So this lets me know that you're going to be just fine. Emotionally, you are so sound, balanced, and stable and fun to be around. And again, the potential with children, like parent-child relationships comes up here again in this card. So whatever it is, nostalgic facts, like, the hand-me-downs, your dad's leather jacket, all those Arkell songs coming in, on a light frequency right now. Let the good times roll, right? Just play some old-fashioned rock and roll, that kind of thing. So, but to have this in your heart energy means it's your set. Nobody can get you off your game. You're going to be extremely balanced in all this throughout. No wavering, no Charlie Browning, no sitting on the fence, Charlie Brown. You're so wishy-washy, Charlie Brown. None of that. It's good because it sees you like you're in awareness of it and you've risen above it. Nice communication. You pulled one of the best cards that you can pull for that in terms of the 3 of Wands. Spirit, make spirit manifest. Spirit manifest into your words, your spirited person. A dramatic flair at times for you, I feel as well, Serenity Power. And it's nice because, even in your name, the innate serenity and power together, that's like the most powerful kind of power and the most powerful kind of serenity. Like those 2 words juxtaposed together can breed creation of very new, of a lot of newness in your isness, whether that's a baby. I keep seeing it. I don't know why, if it's a friend of yours, it could be you, a baby, or, that initial project, that initial step that you take towards this is going to be good for you to share ideas at this time. But it's also why I wanted to let you know you're walking a bit of a tightrope, because you don't want to give away too much intellectual property, too much information at this time, but you're needing to communicate it with someone so that you can either maybe receive funding, right? Because the 2 of Pentacles is right below it, so that you can, get the go ahead or feel better in doing that. In this world, this investment, you might be looking for investors or finding something that you're wishing is good to invest in. Yikes. You got a real mix of some heavy energies. The Temperance and the Star have both come up reverse now in your reading. We can flip them up forward. We're all about washing those windows and flipping those mirrors on this channel, right? And we got the Temperance card up here saying that, and normally this would speak of an unbalance, but that's okay, because I feel like this is more like esoteric things. You might have to be just engaging much more on the realism side of things. You're having to be a realist. You're having to communicate and cater, well, not cater to, but deal with very real people, realist style people. And it might present a lot of contrast or a big rubber band between your spiritual journey, your big goals, and actually what you're putting up with on the nitty gritty, on Dolly Parton's 9 to 5. Okay, that kind of thing. So that's a tough tightrope to walk, and being careful all at the same time. Like, really, do you like roll the trapeze? Oh, nice. Crown chakra energy presents you with the Ace of Pentacles. Here, catch. It's a frisbee, right? Ace of Pentacles is a frisbee. It's also a card of the strongest, one of the strongest cards of union in the deck, right? Potential. We saw somebody else had this reading up, and it was like, well, marriage seems destined or written into the life's purpose or the Akash. So watch it come. Stay positive, stay in good frames, and then it comes. And as well, you got to mention, like, if this is regards to a new job, a new career path, things like this, be certain your higher self wants it for you. The higher self wants the new start in terms of this funding or this new project or whatever it's coming in for you. Okay. Could be a new relationship, could be an engagement even, because it's a ring, it's a pentacle, right? And the symbology of a circle. What is the symbology of a circle? I don't know. There's so many dang round things out there. Okay. Serenity Power, thank you so much for being on the program today on the Legends of Tarot. And hopefully those cards resonated for you. Thank you for the flower and the fire, the donation. I really appreciate that. Keeps us rolling, happy, and and we're in the business of our being and communicating our isness. So it's good. So that takes us back to the board that we've created. I think it's still odd. We haven't even started the dang thing because we still haven't got that Mercedes-Benz yet. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? And yeah, come vibe with us later tonight, Serenity, and everybody new here. We jam down at the beach later on just a pure old SMR vibe tribe, 99.9 live tribe, listening to tarot, the sounds of the sea and the sounds of the cards, right? Swan love, got to have swan loving. Swan of love, got to have swan loving. You're right there, number 3. Mercedes is up. Valeria is on deck. The swan love is in the hole. Then we will read again for Saruchi. And then for Beth, Devdata, and Tatiana. Solid friends of 7, members of the program. Thank you, Water. Oh, Lord, won't you show me the Mercury? Luca. My name is Luca. I live on the 2nd floor. I live upstairs from you. Yes, I think you've seen me before. On our relationship. He's a Gemini. Mercury. What a beautiful Mercy. Sorry, not Mercury. Mercy. Mercy, mercy me. Okay. And we've got a Gemini and Aquarius situation going on here. That's beautiful in itself. That companionship factor, that adventuring together. Right? It's like you've got a thing, and it's called radar love. You've got a line in the sky, radar love. Okay, let's see. That's just innate. It's just like, so what does he really feel about it? And what will be the outcome of our relationship? Let's have a quick look. Thanks for the question, and thank you for being on the program. I wish you all the best in all things at all times, sillies, because it is. Okay, Tarot wants to talk to you, it sounds like. Yikes. It's good. I don't know. There's an unwillingness to engage or approach one another. Okay. He feels like maybe you may be too opposite. And I don't know, for you both being air signs, but it's kind of like he might feel that like the extreme of, the differences might be too much of a bridge to overcome. When he thinks about a relationship with you, I think he feels like he could commit, he'd be willing to, but why is he so like, he's like, has to let go of all this stress and anxiety, or somebody dealing here with a certain level of depression and anxiety, albeit well managed, but still there and still persisting through. Okay. And the dreaminess. So I think he thinks about you quite a bit, right? But there's something preventing him from acting, certain fears, right? Certain things he doesn't want to bring upon himself for those reasons. Okay. But never fear. You've got the World and the Empress here. This is saying that the relationship could still be just fine. It's like It's requiring a simple twist of fate or somebody to like call into action about it to reassure the other partner, and then it could easily happen. Okay. The surety of the world being the thing that the Empress uses to make manifest the relationship itself. Okay. And what is it like to chase one thing so certainly that you lose perspective of the rest of the world? I don't think we're at that level yet, but it's like somebody needs to be encouraged that they can feel safe. And it's like, I almost feel like as if your person here has these times of depression or anxiety and issues of self-worth, because that's kind of how how it presents. This anxiety is a self-worth thing, right? All right. So that being said, your person, I think your person like even obsesses over you, adores you. But why are they so scared, right? So it's almost like I'm asking you, calling you in, Mercedes, as like the medic, the love doctor, to go in there, to research it, to get it looked at least, right? Because again, when you're dealing with, what did we say? It was Gemini and Aquarius. Wow, it could be so beautiful. It could feel so right, holiday. But somebody is like probably headstrong on something here, which is, and in not that healthy of a manner either, right? It's kind of like, is there escapism with, bad habits? Like we're bordering on that kind of stuff. Or, would they rather admit solitude than come into a place of being vulnerable? A sense of family. He's afraid of hurting third party. Yeah. It's that fear, hey? It's that fear that can really hold a lot of this back. And what we're talking about in this Taurus Town project of like the love of the season and all these relationship readings that we see. Right? Somebody commented on another one of our viewers from Thailand. It's like love is letting go of fear. Right. So we feel need to bring that up too, right? So Mercedes, I wouldn't give up on this. In fact, if you are feeling strong enough and willingly enough to do it, I would like go in as the love doctor and be like, what up with you? Open up. And if you can't, well, at least now I know that I can move on, and you can set the pieces how you need to. Okay. The one in Ohio, welcome Kelsey Small. Thanks for being on the program. Marcus Mack, thank you for being here. We and Saruche. So hugs everyone to Mercedes. She's dealing with a guy that's going through a lot, it seems. And that's and the outcome, you have the world and the Empress there. So the Empress will make manifest the security of the world in order to get what she wants. So on good days, you'll be able to reach this person, I feel, but it's going to require you being in a Queen of Wands mode, more in a fire sign role where it's like you support it and you like let him know and can bring some nurture to the relationship, even though if that's what you're wanting, it's like that's the willpower part of it, right? So the outcome is that the relationship could be very, very beautiful as long as issues of anxiety and depression or stress are dealt with, right? Could be as mundane even as scheduling, or someone being allowed to know that it's safe to love, that sort of thing, all right? And by that, it means determining the amount of liberty that the other person wants in the relationship or requires, so to speak, okay? So thanks, Mercedes, for getting us a Benz today. You do it constantly. Well, and that's you expressing your love and doing some light work in this lifetime. If you're feeling the call, though, of the littlest hobo and you got to keep moving on, by all means, you're powerful enough in your co-creation to have that boundary for yourself to let you know when it's time. That will come from your innate, truly. All right. And thanks for being here. He's just so stressed out. Why is he so stressed out? Should bring him to the program, Mercedes. Watch the kookiness go down. Tatiana, should have you live on studio. Enough said. Absolutely. Exactly right. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Water. Moving on now to Valeria, if she's still here. Would love to say hi to you. I missed you when you came into the room, Valeria. I'm so glad that Tatiana, the most sweetest, beautifulest moderator, friend, awesome person you could ever have in your life, okay, could ever have as a part of the tribe, you know. Manifest, yes. Oh, we'd have to start a whole new network. It would have to be a whole new thing. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, that's okay. You go eat your vegetables and go to bed. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Dev Data, too much funny. And then yeah, Swan Love. Why is my name called? Sorry. OMG. So Valeria, we'll give Valeria just another minute, and then if not, we'll move on to Swan Love. Okay. It'd just be yeah. Well, wait, when we broadcast live from the beach, when we have like all of us on a real beach and we're doing it, we'll broadcast live and we'll all be there. It'll be sweet. It'll be sweet. We'll have a camera crew and everybody just to be around, and then we, as we're vibing in real life, we can all, it'll be good. All right, Valeria. We have like, it's the final countdown. Perfect time for station identification. This is the Legends of Tarot 99.9. The big change, the big full moon. We're waxing towards it, Mr. Miyagi style, coming up to the 18th. I think it's on the 18th. What is it? The moon in the upper arcana. It's very close to the actual, the date is close to the actual number of the moon in tarot. It's the flower full moon, okay? And it's going to be like a timestamp. It's going to be like that Barry Bonds asterisk, right? Final calls being made, judgments being handed down, decisions, that kind of thing. Absolutely. Okay, Valeria, you're new on the program. We're on a space mission. Maybe we'll see you. There was a movie about these kids, and they went, and it was like a full-on like science fiction adventure. Not bad for a kids movie in terms of like CGI and story for sci-fi fans. Swan love, you know what that means? Swan love, got to have swan loving. Swan love, got to feel swan loving. Wow. Right after the full moon. That's cool. You're bang right. It's going to be fast. So it happened rather quickly. One heart. Let's get together and feel all right. Like it was in the beginning. So it shall be in the end. With the Trench Town Rock. Don't watch that, I said the Trench Town. Okay. Aquarius. It's been a lot of Aquarius today. This comes back to that. Wake me up before you go. Yeah. You're my booster. You waking him up? Where's the RV headed? Haha, rent a motorhome and go on a nice vacation. Go somewhere fast. I'd love to love you. If only I knew you, right? He hasn't said it. He hasn't dropped the L-bomb. That's okay, Swan Love. Thanks for being on the program. I appreciate you for being here. Well, booster. It's good to have a booster pack, right? He would never let you down. He would never forget you. He would never... he would always be there for you in the drop of a hat, right? It's like a booster pack in case your battery dies on your car, right? Yeah, exactly. So it's there. Hopefully it's not treating it like an option, but a precursor to an L-bomb would be like, I'm a I'm your booster pack, right? You're a booster for him, which means you're the one that came in and did the boosting, right? So for that, it's like, wow. It's by him calling you that, it means like he appreciates you for what you do or what you did. So then in retrospect, he's woke, adult, mature enough to be like, I would always be there for you. I recognize the boost that you give me. So me telling you my appreciation of that is like, consider me your booster also. Or when you need a boost, I'll be there. I'll be there. Right? So that makes sense. Okay. He was being quite honest with you. You got the Ace of Swords out of the deck. To be quite honest with you, he has nothing to hide, this person. So that's nice to see. Absolutely. All right. And the rest of the cards were there. They're like, take me off the top. Take me off the top. Hi, ho, the Dario. Take me off the top. And this is powerful, powerful stuff. This is like the physicality. This is like engaging in love and the courtesies of love. I want to hold your hand. I want to hold your hand, right? So this here is a very strong energy to let you know that like the tides are changing. You could be putting a lot more value or worth into your time together in the very near future. It could very much work out, or you can sense of like them coming towards you. This is powerful. You see the Queen coming with her 9. You better look out because there's big potential for big things to happen. Okay. Big news on the playing cards. And then when we look at him and that family situation that you've typed in, right? The rules of engagement, the openness of relationship, the tightrope balance that he would walk in terms of being there. Let's just hope that he communicates well through that suit of armor. He said, I'm not going to be hurt. I'm doing me. I'm taking what I want from this lifetime. I'm going to be victorious in this. So let's just make sure. And it's good. It's the Ace of Swords here. He's going to be honest, but it's going to have to flow both ways. It's going to cut like a double-edged sword. So truth often does that to somebody, right? Before you move into a triple or a 3 of sword type energy, right? In that third party. See the 3 there, the 3 flowers there? So that's here. The double-edged sword is like, and the decision that needs to be made and the truth that needs to be conveyed when it comes, right? And you notice that in all walks of life, in the groups of 3, right? It's an awkward one, right? Because intentions and expectations and promises and, tradition always stand in the way of what needs to be right now in the ever-present moment. But the ever-present moment and the cards I got today have him being drawn towards you. Okay. Even though these people are looking straightly away from it, there's a lot of value. This is a suited bang up to say, like, materially in the physical 3D world, you guys could be spending a lot more time together or valuing your time together a lot more. So where does it stand? Where does it going? Right? Shows wherever it's going is needed to be for balance. It's going to progress. And I think it will be on your person's accord. Like both the family life on the other side and you're kind of like the ones watching this person go out there and make his decisions and make his choice, right? So, but it's something that I feel that you should engage with. I feel like for you, it's like, don't worry. Allow the truth for what it is. If we don't hide anything from anybody, then this life change or this course destination, because remember, you're on 99.9 and you've drawn a 9. You've got a high degree of change of what will be valued or what you are valuing. So, okay. Yeah. And don't feel hollow about it. Don't feel unreal about it. Just be with it. If I can use that term in that respect. So hopefully those cards resonated for you, Swan Love. Thank you for being on the program so much. Everybody, it is May 5th on the Legends. No, it's not. It's not Cinco de Mayo. It's May 11th on the Legends of Tarot. We're acknowledging Salvador Dali and Bob Marley today. Influential Taurians. Okay, I can't know Bob is a memorandum day back to 1981. Okay. Thank you for your gifts, Salvador and Bob. We appreciate you for allowing us to have what we do. Influential Torian. Yes, you are, Tatiana. I appreciate it. Good night. You just showed up. Good night, my brother. Good night. Good night. Sweet dreams, until happy trails to you. Until we meet again. Happy trails to you. I'll miss you, my friend. Okay. Thanks, Sheila, for stopping in and saying hi. Absolutely. And thank you, Swan Love. Be blessed. Go with those blessings. Run with it. Giddy up. Ed, we've had a weird Western. That's weird, wild stuff, Ed. You know, as Johnny would say to Ed McMahon, we've been down yonder on the Chattahoochee today. Okay. And it's just all right. Feels fun. Okay. Okay, Kelsey. Yeah, we'll get you up there. We're into the marathon portion of the program here now, too. It's been lightning round all day. We're turning into a busy little program. I'm thankful for the other programs now, okay? Saruchi La is not my lover. Saruchi La, she says I am the one. Saruchi La is not my son. Woohoo! You can go full MJ too on the drop of a hat, right? I just wanted to know if I'll succeed on my MCAT test this year. Thank you so much, love and light. Okay, you got this. Absolutely. Innate tells me yes. We'll pull cards on it. That's why we came. Come for the readings. Stay for the vibes. And Sheila, thanks so much for being here. Everybody, big hugs for Sheila. Longtime supporter of the channel, friends of 7. Appreciate you to the nth as we delve into the Innate 78 to get some answers for how well. Okay. Ever heard that old saying, what you give is what you get? What you put into it, you're going to take out of it. Use that as your talisman, Saruchi Lee, because the justice card is on the board for you, right? You only get what you give, right? So the vigilance over the discipline over the study and the confidence with which you retain the information. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, you're going to be just fine. You're going to be just fine. It's kind of cool. It's like if you can limit the amount of outside influence while you go into it in your study, you can draw that success close to you. The Two of Wands absolutely says that. Draw the success towards you. Draw the manifestation towards you. Use the force, Luke. And the force is your vigilance, your focus, your discipline. And because it's saying you're going to get what you give. You only get what you give. Right? And I love that song too. It's I got to listen to it probably after the broadcast, Tatiana. All right. And 6 of Swords here as well. Moving to stiller waters. Coming into a place where it's like, I did it. I rested. I know it's good, right? I get it. I got it. I know it's good, right? The success on my test, you wish you would. My future's so bright, I got to wear shades. It's a good card to have. I think you'd be just fine. Absolutely. Saruchi Lee. Way down longer on the Chattahoochee. It gets harder than Saruchi. All right. Thank you for being here. Yeah, exactly. You got to, don't shut everything off. Wiggle it just a little bit, but stay disciplined. Danielson, wax on, wax off until you can absolutely go out there and bust some ass and take some names. All right, a little bit. We can come unchained a little bit, but it's fun. It's fun. I'm trying to stay focused here, people. The Midnight Special had a big effect on me in terms of the way the readings went down, how people came into the room and was like, we're hitting it big time on the super chat. And Saruchi Lee, thank you so much. Join us later tonight if you like. We're going to be vibing out together. We have a wonderful little community of people here. So, and Soul Illumination, thanks for being on the program. We're over the 3-hour mark, Soul Illumination. Thanks. I feel like this is the wind beneath my wings just came into the room, the big kick that I needed, and that's awesome. Hi. And thank you, Sir Lee. I'm glad those cards resonated. I appreciate you putting that in. Soul. We started a new program last night. It was the Midnight Special. And we came in and we went, we found the beauty in stillness. and we read cards at the time where we normally vibe in a weird kind of fusion show, and it turned out really great. We ended up being hammered with super chats and making the midnight train to Georgia. Yeah. And then Robert Kraft was going off earlier today. Authentic, very awesome. So I was chatting with the group. It's so great to see you, and thank you for being here. Okay, it's so great. Everybody, if you're ever dealing or trouble, if you have a situation where you're like really on the short end of a stick, somebody's like in your environment is a real magician reverse, a real, illusionist, some sticky energies to deal with. Soul Illumination has such great, authentic, powerful broadcasting message about how to deal with people that are so unwoke that only they deal with is the control and the dingbatness and the real clown shoes of the world. So anybody go over there, hit that subscribe button in a big way, and donations, and hang out when Soul Illumination goes live, because the messages there are powerful, that anybody that needs to be grip it and rip it away from that person, because like toxic relationship type stuff, very good for initial portions of allowance, acceptance, and healing it for recognition of what it is. Some great messages over there. Soul Illumination, way back in the day, I too was I was under somebody, like literally under somebody in the false pretense of love, to wake up, 4 years later and be like, wow, you just did that? Okay. So thanks to you. Really resonates with me. And I want to give a big shout out to, and thanks to all the moderators, Mega Flair and Tatiana. I appreciate it. We're just missing Chanel, and we'd all be here. So that's good. And as we grow, if our phones blow up, we will be adding more moderators as the time comes, right? Blessings to you, Soul Illumination. Big shout out there. Okay, so that was Saruchi. Beth, longtime friend of the show, right? So awesome. Was reading with us back in 2017. Part of the first go round of this old merry-go-round, right? We're having a bit of an Old West twangy Saturday here on our third eye chakra. We've been heading on down to the Chattahoochee. It gets hotter than a hoochie coochie. Oh yeah, and Maya, right? How could I forget Maya? She's the brains of the operation, right? One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel all right. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be in the end, right? Big shout out to Salvador Dali, brought into this world 1904 on March 11th. And big shout out to Bob Marley, who went from being woke to super woke on May 11th, 1981. And thank you for their influence and legacy here on the Legends of Tarot program. That's right, it is 99.9. And Beth, I would like to know, what you are guided for me. Okay, so we'll just pull some cards and we'll get into it. Absolutely. And just a reminder, I'm going to start working pretty soon on the June monthlies. So, tell a friend. Thanks so much for the support and sharing, everybody in the community. It's been so great to trab out. Fabiola Jasso tapped me with a great energy. Trapped me. Oh, goodness gracious. Somebody get the crowbar. We had a bear trap. We got a cougar trap went off. Whew. Woo-wee. I got a very serious question answered today over at Crafty Tarot. Very good energy, authentic readings over there. In fact, I think he might even be live right now. So, or if our tribe is driving, we got two fires going on. It's that sisterness of the Pisces over there. Then come in and join this program. Wow, that's good. It's good. It's very good. Beth, I want to see you. Happy Mother's Day. Absolutely. Did I miss Maurice? Oh, man. That's okay. Beth. Okay. All right. Taking time out to explore your gifts and to share your gifts. Okay. Wherever you're at, I feel like Tarot is asking you to be like, wow, are you fully in a place where you're feeling comfortable in your gifts and what you're awakening to? Okay. You've got some highly spiritual cards up. Okay. That's good. You good in that pink hat. I love all your microdots. Y'all look so beautiful. 5 of Pentacles up with a reversal on a Queen of Cups. Don't worry, it's not so bad. It's not so bad for Beth because the Five of Pentacles is a highly spiritual card. This is one that it's like brings people into learning about what abundance truly means and what how we can walk in both the path of benevolence and giving and supporting one another and achieving our dreams at the same time. And it's waiting to be balanced out. Many people that lived in the latter half of the 19th century went through Five of Pentacles energy because it was about that, like, wow, I got to really survive here. I got to make sure that I'm taken care of. But wow, I really want to help, Dexter and Buddy down the street, right? My intuition. So what gifts do you have? What are your contributions? You may be thinking more about contributions to community as well at this time, helping somebody out. You could be a direct support for somebody at this time, and it could be feeling like it's taking a lot of energy for you. It's taking a lot for you to maybe hold on to it as well. All right. This person like maybe relies upon you so much for like even things like physical needs, right? Or emotional stuff, right? It's good. Because I feel like you're coming through this, either a Capricorn in your life, Beth, or you're at a situation where you've put to rest something that had dominion over your thoughts and your path. Seven of Pentacles. Something or someone really put a tap to your resources, I feel, Beth. And it's okay. You're moving through it with a good level of confidence, all right? But it's saying, let's get the gifts. Let's get the love, light, healing gifts that are inside of you. Let's get them moving. Let's get them activated, okay? It's like, I'm going to kickstart your chakras. Run, dun, 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 right? Just there on the root chakra. Not too fast, but we're going to get these light gifts awakened for you. That it needs to go down. And it's saying, hey, you know what it is? We might have been running from it for too long. Might be something that you've been kind of like avoiding or like kind of dancing around, procrastinating on, or just like being able to like get in there and do it. It may involve community, but it may not. And I realize it's not easy because this is a card. These are all cards of either depleted resources or worrying about the balance of resources. It's very tough and very noble and blessed of you to take on a lifetime where you push, your spirit and your part of higher self through that for the remembrance of things like appreciation and abundance, all being there to serve you well into your future. Okay, Beth. So I hope those cards resonated for you. I really appreciate you being here. It's awesome to see you. That's great. Okay. Because it is the Legends of Tarot. Cool kids only. Soul Illuminations here. It's cool kids only. Told you. Just kidding. And that's all right. That's all right. Balance needed? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Something's a little shook with that Queen of Cups upside down there, right? But it's like you're in a free space now to do it, I feel, Beth. And it's like as you engage in it, the more you wake up those gifts or whatever that avenue is, it could be like 1,000,000 and different things, like 1,001 things that it could be, but you'll recognize it, whatever contribution it is to. But somebody might have been relying on you for support for so long and had you tapped out. And now you're like, whoa, you're wanting me to do more light work? You're wanting me to do more nurturing and support and community? Or what's that all about? You take your time. You move slow. I said I was going to kickstart that chakra, but once it goes, it's your journey. You take it slow and you take what you need from it. And really being a part of it will feel more. So it's like if you deal with introversion even or a little bit of like social anxiety stuff right now based on past experiences and past conditioning, let's really shake that up this summer. Shake it up, right? Very much so, okay? So thank you, Beth, for being on the program. I appreciate you for being here today, okay? And there ain't nothing hotter than the Jan Dev Dada. If Dev Dada is still here, let's see what the Dev Dada brings forward today. Thank you, Beth, for being on the program. So awesome of you to be here. And so awesome to the people left in the room. We're coming up on, this will be the last board. We're going to read Dev Dada. Tatiana, Soul, if Soul wants cards, absolutely we'll pull cards for Soul and Mega Mike, right? The moderators, before we go, if the moderators want cards, that's one thing I've reminded myself that we've got to do for you guys. And Tatiana reminded me, actually, Tatiana was like, hey, dingbat, like, so it's good. Big year, 2019. Because 2020 is going to hit. And people are going to be like, well, hindsight is 2020. Get it? Ha, 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 ha. Right? We saw it coming for the last 2 years. We knew that things like this full flower moon in Scorpio, this big timestamp that's happening, relationships and choices coming up huge. Okay, Leo season is going to definitely put a mark on a lot of things going on around there. And then, yeah, forget about Scorpio, Sagittarius. It's going to be people entering in whole new realms. Life is changing for people, and it's so nice, right? So good. Absolutely. Mr. Josh P., welcome to the program. We can feel it calling in the air tonight. All right. The Dev Data might have had to bounce, and that's okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think we'll go ahead then. We'll just pull cards for the mods that are left. We'll wind the program down for everybody. We're at 3:30. It's just about right, I feel. We're finally back in a close to normal time slot for a Saturday. Okay. So let me just update this. And if Dev Data comes back, then Dev Data comes back. You can earn your frequent flyer your Starbucks if need be, okay? Or if anybody absolutely wants cards or a spread done before we leave today, Super Chat, also an option there as well. Don't forget to hit your dingers. We'll be live again one more time today, and then I'm probably going to have to issue a scheduled programming, which I think would be fair. The monthlies are coming out. There's a lot to do to nurture the little channel, and we'll keep you posted, sillies, because we're kind of unchained off the hook, but we're rolling into a point where it's yeah, I'll be ready to change. Are you ready to change? Let's change, right? Get changed. We're going swimming on the beach, silly. Coming out of our business clothes with our wines and our cheese, It's okay, throw all that crap away. Let's go get some sand between our toes, right? Tatiana. Mike. We said we were missing Maya, weren't we? And Chanel C, she's not here. Maya's not here, but Soul Illumination is here. Okay. And I'll give you a big heart, big shout out to these people in the room for the blue tiki torches, right? We're not blue. It's blue. And thanks, Beth, for being on the program. Thanks, Josh. You're here, but we're winding the program out today. Definitely earned some stars for being here, and that's good. Tatiana, you had a flight ticket. Oh, cool. Oh, I wish we could have got some cards out for him, but that's all good. I was busy today. We was busy today. And thanks for the vibes, everyone. It's a vibe tribe. Absolutely. Okay. Big shout out to these people. Fabiola, you were here. You want a reading? We're winding down the program. The list was closed, I believe, when you came in. And sorry, I saw you only briefly coming in. So vibe with us, tribe with us a little bit longer. And we eventually get around to everybody. But I'm saying if you want it for the end of the program, it can be there. Okay. Well, maybe next time. Absolutely. Come back and join us again. Set your dinger. All will be well. I love well. All will be well. The well-wishing will continue on this little channel. Okay? Absolutely. And Steph C, you snuck in here too. Oh, goodness. We're at the end of the program, Steph Z. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to get some stars on the beach going for next time. We'll see. We'll see what the vibe is tonight. It's it could go either way. It's a Saturday night job. If the reader is not crumpled up in a little ball over on the floor like he usually is, we might pull some cards. We might do some cards later tonight, especially for the people that lit. And there's always messages to be intuited during our campfire sessions too. So come in with an intention. You might get the answer that you're looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. These are the moderators you're looking for. Anybody that got a channel, these are the best moderators a guy could ask for. I'm appreciative of them. Okay. And still standing, she still carries a tiki torch, right? Forgot about that. She hasn't been around in a minute. I think she's been sad since Jesse went off the handle there that night. Okay, and that's okay. We're moving on. Rolling. Keep those readings rolling, right? I don't know where the country twist came. Somebody asked me to play Rascal Flatts, and I was like, I don't know any country. And then just with that little intention, I don't know any country. I was like, flooded with memories of all these, like, get back, Cadillac, boot, scoot, boogie. Baby, meet me downtown. We're going to boogie. You know, absolutely. Did you have a question, Tatiana? Do you just want a few cards? Let me know. You let me know. You let me know. It's Mr. Josh P. Thanks for being here. No country twang for me. A little more Elvis. A little more Chantilly lace and a pretty face. A ponytail, a hanging down, a long neck, a walk, and a giggle and talk. It makes the world go round, round, round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl to make me laugh so funny, make me spend my money, makes me feel real loose like a long-necked goose. Oh, baby, that's what I like. And it's up to you what you like. You like what you like. And then general reading for Tatiana. Absolutely. Absolutely. Good vibes, good tribes, people. Okay. Tatiana, cutting your cards now for the general. King of Cups reversed, Seven of Cups reversed, the Moon upright, and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Okay. Wow. Look at these two. This is like against all odds kind of thing, right? The Taurus and the Pisces, right? I'd like to see them like this, but they're like this, right? So it's like a long way to go, a long bridge to climb. But it's kind of like nobody wants to feel like a number. Nobody wants to feel like an option, right? Nobody ever wants to feel that way. And Tatiana, I feel this is perfect synchronistically because of all the people that we read for who had people in their situationships that were done, that had left, or whose energy, reciprocal energy, was not present. And it's very hard for us to see that. But, you know, not to be apathetic to it, but like, whereas another situation, like, we would really love to see it like this. But right now it's mirrored, okay? And Tatiana, it always seems like on your readings, my person is here. That's interesting. We'll keep that in mind. 1 minute. What's up? I was just going to say, okay, yeah, for sure. Just be back before dark. Okay, thanks. Always seems to happen. Okay, so that's the way she goes. Don't worry about this, right? It shows it could be there, but there's a long way to go. But still, look at the Moon upright. You saw it off the start, right? This Pisces, right? Where do we go from here? This is what I'm saying, Tatiana. You can both keep it and you can let it go. You really can. It's good to have it here because it's like you can set the intention, set it, forget it, put it away, not be affected by it, and be free. Liberate your mind and your heart to dream other dreams, to be other beings, and to think. Let your spirit journey. Let your spirits fly. We'll be as one, right? Some Lenny Kravitz, right? I wanna fly away, right? So it's got that feeling to it, and just the cards for the day too. Right? Do. Inspector Pisces. Do. You'll be all right. You're done with it. So that's where they're showing blatantly reverse, like it's over, right? It's delivering, and that's okay. But allow the healing to come up. Let's forget all this and get that just like that. Look how beautiful. Look how awesome. I can't keep my hand steady. It's so beautiful. Feel nervous, right? It's good energy, good stuff, okay? And you're going to do just fine, Tatiana. You bring such strength and such presence with you. It's nice. It's nice to have you as in the tribe and driving it. You're driving it, right? Carrying the vibe of the tribe. Well, Tatiana is at the wheel. Look out, because she's going to drive, right? Soul illumination. Thanks for all the red roses. Rob, the program is just about done sauce, bud. So you may have to come and vibe with us another time when the divine timing is more aligned, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay. And Rob, we definitely want to get you another reading here as soon as we can. Mr. Josh P as well. In the reverse, flipping a reverse gumdrop. Do a thing, gumdrop. Do a trick. 280 ollie arm, back switch 5, Go get it. Get after it. Go do it. And Rob, you are the song. Sing us a song. You're the piano man. Right, Rob? Let's make that music. Make that music. I'm here to tell you just from Nate, go make music, man. Go make it. Put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It's your premonition. Is it worth it? Right? You beautiful doll. You're most welcome. Tatiana, yeah, absolutely. So if Mike had to bounce, we can do cards for soul, and then we're going to step outside of this for a little while and be back to clear the readings and do the late night Akash program a little bit later tonight. Thanks for being here, Beth. Appreciate you. Tatiana, to all the moderators, to Rob, making music, get it done. To Steph Z, sorry we couldn't squeeze you in today. I really want to fit you in, but I'll take it in. Make sure that you get some leverage up on that board. In a subtle way. Okay. Colmus hung out through most of the program, in and out. That was really nice for you to be here, Colmus. To all the people that came today. Kelsey Small, feeling the energy, but unfortunately didn't have time to get you up on the board today or say hi to you too much. If you're still here, Kelsey Small, thank you. I appreciate you for being here. To Saruchi Lee with the big flowers in the fire for her questions. Dev Dada had to fly on out of here, The world famous Juice Bros. All right. Oh, yeah. And Mercedes, new to the program. Thanks for being here. That's looking like it. Nothing else to really talk about in the chat. It's good stuff. Pleasure. Glad for the... Okay. And we are going to pull cards for Soul Illumination. Awesome. Thank you. Let's do that. Oh, and Mega. Mega's here as well. Okay. Soul Illumination would be okay if I read for Mega Mike. And then hit you there. Is that all good? Mega Mike must have been out on the mic. Must have been singing. Rob, get to singing, bud. Thank you so much for your patience and your isness, Soul Illumination. I appreciate that 100%. It's good when we can do that. Just a general Kung Pao chicken. Absolutely. Absolutely. Is this the stuff that laden with MSG, or is this like original General Pow Pow's Kung Pao Gao chicken? Doesn't matter to me. I think it smells good. Still tastes good. Tastes great. Less filling. Okay. Focus on Mega Flare, Mike. Wow. It shows you up here with a Knight of Swords on the board. Okay. Shows you with a reversal on a Six of Pentacles as well. Shows you at the Page of Cups reversal. I think you've defined something for yourself recently, Mike, and now you're rushing towards it. You've set either a short-term goal, but be careful. It shows that things might be a little bit unbalanced, okay? Like this Six of Pentacles card is showing that it could be a little bit unbalanced. Watch your steps with your balance. And I don't know if it's physical steps, okay? If you're rushing up and down flights of stairs, doing your job, right? But it's saying whatever you're rushing towards, let's make sure we got this pony in check, because the Knight of Swords is good to get there. It's good for that divine masculine. I see it. I execute, right? Make it happen. This very much goal pertinent, bullseye type goal that you have set or whatever you're dealing with, okay? Because, and the imbalance is showing is because it might just exist more idea. The nuts and bolts of it haven't really been worked out yet. We don't really have a finished product. We just have a bunch of pieces that came from the furniture store all lying around on the ground. It's like saying you have to put it together. You need to put it together before we can let this pony get too far and leave you feeling too imbalanced in regards to time, energy, and resources. So it's kind of a tricky thing. All right. But an active time for you, and that's good. Go out, get the good weather, breathe in the prana, enjoy it. A midsummer day stroll. Hot town, summer in the city. Back of my neck getting filthy dirty. Right? And here you are. Right? Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. Don't worry. It's make a new plan, Stan. No need to be coy, Roy. Just get yourself free. You might even have to hop on the bus, Gus. You might actually have to like physically go somewhere to get this or to engage in it or to make it real. So these cards have me seeing you out in the world, making things happen, doing them, but needing to watch your pace, right? In a time management kind of sense as well, because it could be moving so quickly with something that there's a risk of it like the chariot being up on one wheel kind of thing, so that's there for you. Mega Flare Mike, a pleasure as always to have you moderating. Thanks for being on the program and taking care of business, as it were. Hi Celicia, welcome to the program. Thanks for being here. It is getting late in the program. It is 99.9 The Legends of Tarot. We are rocking out on May 11th, 2019. It's Saturday. Okay, we're saying hi to Salvador Dali and Bob Marley today. Appreciate you all for being here. And the Ice Mantle, the Ice Man cometh, or the Three Chilly Saints, they were known as. Okay, the Three Chilly Saints, kind of an interesting thing going on there. They were canonized because they were cold for most of their life. It's a really like interesting thing to have it, right? And then it's for May 11th, 12th, and 13th, and they're the feast days for Matrimus, Prancus, and Gervais. And you would know them better as Winkin', Blinkin', and Nod, or the Three Men in the Tub. Rub-a-dub-dub, Three Men in the Tub. Let's get some grub from your nursery rhymes. It's like old stuff. But it's cool. It's legendary. And this like mid-May last freeze, they've known it as the Ice Mantle or the Chilly Saints. It's interesting. It's weird, wild stuff, Ed, on the Legends portion today. I'm going to scroll back now, catch Soul Illumination's question. And anybody still here and watching, Soul Illumination has some great messages for anyone dealing with very unbalanced, toxic relationship type stuff. And I feel comfortable in sending anybody there that's been dealing with someone where they've been victimized or taken advantage of, at any point, and allow the healing to continue through understanding it. We feel it, then we fully understand it, then we can begin to heal it. Work situation, I made a beautiful gesture at work for all the mothers. What will happen with the vibes at my job? Okay. Okay, let's take a look at how that action, that beautiful gesture, will affect the vibes at the job. And I do, like, I let go of the reading, Soul Illumination, but I do faintly remember what we were seeing there, where there was this feeling that you admit that you were dealing with this being singled out type situation, and you were feeding it from you were starting to feed it from a silent witness perspective, where it's like, I'm going to let these people, I'm going to give them their own rope to see what they do with it, right? It's okay. Oh, excellent. That's good to hear. I'm glad. And let's see, the beautiful kill him with kindness. Did you kill him with kindness, Soul Illumination? It's always a good one. That's one the magician has in his bag, right? Would you like some flowers? Woo-hoo. Yeah. Absolutely. Let's see how it changed the vibe. Let's see how your gesture changed the vibe. Pull a rabbit out of a hat for them. Some flowers out of your sleeve. It's good. Oh, it's still here. It's still here. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. There are certain people in that group that have not yet realized or not yet understood any sort of change in it. It was like, if this came in the form of a gift, the people or somebody there was not aware or not even woke enough to perceive the gesture in the first place. Like, you could be just dealing with one of these people are purely like dunced out. Like, here's your triangle cap, and a blueberry pie. Go sit on this in the corner for a little while because you don't know squat, right? That's almost like one of these people, like in the work environment, is almost like completely removed. Almost like does not have a with it clue during the work day. Okay. But it's showing here you stand more in terms of like, you're wanting this situation to end. You're desiring a change in this. Okay. And it has like fluffed energies up a little bit. It like somebody woke up as a result, and like maybe not in a fashionable way, but they're like, whoa, this is reaching a precipice, or this is reaching a boiling point, or a vanishing point where if somebody continues to push any harder, then somebody's going to leave the situation. Somebody's going to bounce. And it could be you, Soul Illumination. Not too sure of how that's presenting, but it's like somebody is getting ready to walk as well, okay? So somebody else is being like, when I look at it from that silent witnessing perspective, when I see how erratic everything is behaving, it's not worth it. Queen of Pentacles style, it's not worth it, right? It's too much. And you notice it from a higher perspective now. It's like you've got the bird's eye view. You're looking, like, not down on it because it gives it that, but you're looking at it from this bird's eye perspective. It's like, so you can see it and all parties involved. So I think that the vibration has changed. Someone is completely not aware of it. One other person in the situation has become awakened to it, or it's ready to reach a boiling point. It's ready to reach this. And I just cut it for a clarifier, a tower moment. It's leading to this. Okay. So, you'll be just fine. Namaste, Soul Illumination, because, you've got all of that rolling with you where it's like, if it's not worth it, why on earth would I accept it? Right? Yeah. And it's funny because it's like, you just hope one day they wake up to how, very much like one of our ascended masters. It's okay. They don't know what they're doing. Right. Sorry. So that's going to be sort of maybe the next thing after this tower moment. I can see you being in a position of you might need to forgive them just for you, not necessarily even for them, even though they could be asking for it. All right. Exactly. You've got so much more to rely upon. It's like they should be feeling a lot more blessed that there is where you have your energy focused, but you might reach a vanishing point with that. I'm not sure what that's all about. It's just like poof, you're gone. Or Puff the magic dragon lives by the sea. All right? Don't worry about it. You are going to be just fine. Absolutely. Robert Crafty Tarot would say, you've got this. You've got this. Right? Yeah, there were a lot of dragons. We weren't even imagining them, right? Because we were, waking up. We were feeling it in our bones. Absolutely. Hey, Eddie Ray. Appreciate you being on the program tonight. We've just finished. We've just finished with the read. We're actually 13 minutes on 4 hours right now. Program is going to end at 7 Pacific or close to. I think that's 10 Eastern time. I don't know. I could be off. And then we're going to be back on around 11 Eastern time or 8 Pacific with the vibrational portion of the program. Good for you. And the magician was right then, because I pictured a magician pulling flowers out of his sleeve. It was like a rabbit and then the flowers out of the sleeve. Wow. And happy Mother's Day, everybody. That's coming up tomorrow. Should call my mom and put her on speakerphone for everybody. See if she'd. That'd be great. No, you didn't miss out. Eddie, if you hit the bell and the buzzer, you can vibe with our tribe anytime you want. Just requires a little subscribe. And then the more you hang out, the more the reader, whoever that guy is, can get to know you and get to recognize you when you're in the room, in the chat rooms. That gets you a spot up on the board. And we go live quite a bit. It's 99.9, The Legends of Tarot. We never land in the same time slot, but we're definitely, this program will continue on par because, the producers just called in. They're like, hey, we might have something here. Put this guy on. And make sure to remember to get your thank you water wherever thank you water is found. When you think water, think thank you water. Proud sponsor of the show since its inception. So cheers, everybody, for coming to the place where everybody at least learns your name, Eddie Ray. And, and we're ready to hop on the luck dragon and fly on out of here for the day. But thanks to everybody that's come and the welcoming nature and the mods and all the hard work that you've done. So, yeah, hopefully those cards resonated with you, Soul Illumination. Give me a big hug and shouted me out, which I don't like. In secret, right? And that's definitely a good way to look at it. But sometimes, it's like we all get dragged out into that light, right? And it's funny. Did you write something about Virgo in there? Sorry, I'm not sure if there was like a Virgo on the scene, but things that surround Virgo have this tendency to eventually always be brought out into the light, no matter what. And sometimes if that's us, if we have to go there, at least you're in a position where it's like, hey, that's great. But again, you're just dealing with like, I feel like, I don't know if you've ever seen what's his name on the Office when they remade that old British comedy, The Office. And there was, I think Steve Carell is his name. And it's like Dunder Mifflin, and there's just a bunch of dum-dums working in an office, and none of them are like even close to being like woke. Well, some of them are close, but yeah, spacing out. Exactly. Could be. And just getting right gapped sometimes too is good. Yeah, absolutely. Mikey, going for a nap? I got to go make sure everybody running around the neighborhood here has had a bite to eat, especially my people. Find out what's going on. We got kids dancing on the front on the lawn, all about the green space. Our little people getting out after nature. It's really great. Maybe have a snack myself. Calm down this crazy hairdo and the frizz I got going on. And then we'll come back and vibe in just about an hour. They're oot in the boot, bud. The moose is loose. Absolutely. Okay, yeah. I will shush. I'll keep it low key. All right. So I think we'll go ahead and hit the red button. Goodbye. Have good vibes for the next hour and a bit until we meet again. We'll sing the song one more time. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. I'm glad that we are friends. Okay, goodbye, everybody, on this Western-themed Third Eye Saturday on the Legends of Tarot. Appreciate you all for being here.